You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little. Get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey y'all, hey, come on in, come on in. I'm just over here setting up my goals. I always set up my goals hoping that somebody will help me support the goals, okay? But yeah, come on in. Make sure you guys like and share the video, please, and thank you very much. I was just trying to get in where I fit in. Let's see. Okay. Got the commercials on in my Jay Wilson voice. Got the StreamYard link pinned to the top. Okay, we ready. So what's up, y'all? Hey, everybody, come on in. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I hope everybody is having a wonderful start to their weekend. I hope everybody is doing well. I am still a little bit under the weather, but as you can tell, I do sound a little more clearer than I have been for the past week. Child, oh my God. When you feel like your head is underwater and you're trying to talk and all you hear, whoa, 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 that's what it sounds like when you sick, when you really nasally and congested. That's what I've been going through, y'all. But these doctors, they gave me some good old medicine, okay? I got to take one 4 times a day and I got to take another one 4 times a day. So, get this respiratory cleared up, okay? But yeah, so come on in, make sure you like and share the video. Again, if you happen to be new here, please hit the feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when we go live. But what up, Chakra King Black? Hey, first one down in the chat. What's up? How you doing? Y'all, so I haven't seen a whole lot, but if I'm missing anything, feel free to drop some tidbits in the chat or, direct me where to go, because people have been sending me little tidbits, on what's been going on. But I haven't seen a whole lot, but I did manage to watch a little bit of Jay Wilson. I watched, let's see, was I in Pizzas the other day? I think it was over in Pizzas the other day. Of course, I watched 227. Okay, of course, I was on 227 Boulevard last night with Auntie and with Bertha Mae Jackson. So yeah, I was over there. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about that. Of course, I watched Jay Dunn and her conversation with Lady Nika and Tiny Waist. Tiny Waist cute face. Uppity ups. So I did watch the conversation they had over there as well. So I'm just gonna talk about a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay. I'm gonna give y'all about an hour or so, then I'm gonna hop on off of here if don't nobody want to hit the link or got anything to add. But I also heard, okay, let me tell you something. Okay, so when I was watching Pizza the other day, I can't remember which video it was, but I think it was the one after the one she took down, because I had heard that something had went on Pizzas, and I heard that it was a lot going on, y'all. And so I had ran over there to check it out, and the video was gone. And so I hit the person up I was talking to. I said, did she private that damn video? Did she delete that damn video? I know how people be feeling when they be like, oh my God, why do y'all got to keep deleting and hiding and, videos or whatever. I was like, damn, what I missed now. So anyway, I heard that, I think they said Lemon, he had some mess, not no mess, but he had a little foo-la-la over on his channel, and then also on Piece's channel. But what I heard was, and correct me if I'm wrong, they said that Piece probably took it down because of Brooke and Malik were, calling uppity daughter the R word. But I also heard that uppity called their son FAT first. I hate to talk about kids. I even hate to repeat shit. I don't do the talking about kids. I really don't. But they said uppity went first, and so Malik, did they tag team her, y'all? Did they double dutch her? What happened, y'all? What happened? You gotta why? Hey, y'all gotta tell me what happened. And I will Chakra King Black, and I'll probably do a review Sunday. Today's Friday. I don't know. I might do a review tomorrow. It depends. It depends if I got some shit to do. But yeah, so either if not tomorrow, then Sunday. But I'm gonna watch it today while I'm chilling. After I get off of here, I'm relaxing for the rest of the day. It's hot and muggy outside, and all I want to do is lay around and be lazy in the AC. That's all I want to do. Okay. And then I heard something. I heard Peace over there going off about Smooth Carter. Smooth Carter is I you know, I have heard before that she said if certain people were on certain panels, she would, strike the content creators who allow certain people on certain panels, or certain people allow certain people to say certain things on their panels. She would strike them, and I heard Peace over there saying, "Strike me," I don't give a fuck, whoop whoop whoop, and then everybody keep mentioning this circumvention of videos or channels or whatever. I don't know. And then I also heard again that Lemon has some fool la la over on his shit. Now Malik and Audio, did they get into it? And somebody said Malik pulled out the bazooka. So somebody else over there in Lemon Land pulling out some bazookas on his panel. That's so not cool. That is so not cool. I like me some Malik, I like me some Brooke, I like me some Malik, but that is so not cool to pull out a bazooka on somebody's panel. That is so not cool. Charlie, is that right? Hit the link, Charlie. Is that right? Or are you asking me? Did he really pull out the bazooka on Audio? That's crazy. You can't be doing shit like that on people's channels. You can really have somebody lose their channel. Well, but then again, I guess Lemon is used to it. Him losing his channel is just like waking up another day. Let me go find me another email address. Let me go start me another channel. No biggie. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure this is my Charlie Boo. We got to put up the banners, y'all.
Yeah, Chad, you can't trust nobody after what happened to Big Rig.
Man, I still can't believe that shit happened. But he was able to, I believe, delete that part out. But he was like, damn, Hood Table take like 24 hours for the edit to go through. I was like, yeah,
it do sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it do. Sometimes it do. But yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch Pizza because they said she took her live down because I guess Malik and was over there with Uppity and they was talking about each other kids.
And then they said that's always their thing.
Yeah.
When they get into
what did you see?
When they get into it, it's always Malik and Brooke's child is fat, and then they call Up's child the R word. It's always been that with them. Like when they bring out kids, right? They always, but they do say that Ups said that first. But I don't know I can't remember what they said now. Over there, I was at Lemons the whole time, or most of the time. I ended up falling asleep. So I ended up calling out that PA dude, and he ran away from the panel. I didn't jump up on panel. I was in the chat, though, talking my stuff, because they were having another conversation. And, I don't want to disrupt the content as they're having their conversation. But I was waiting for a moment till it's a lull, and then I was going to jump up there and get him if he stayed up there. But he left before I could. I was like, damn. But basically, Audio and Malik got into it. And then Malik ended up dropping down. Brooke came up, and Brooke's like, "Why you always bring me up when you and him got, and they got into it, and then he came back up with a picture as his profile picture of the Blicky, and Lemon Tongue said, "Nah, you got to change that. I can't have that up here." So then he comes back, and he pops on the camera, and he has money at first, no big problem, but right behind the money is the Blicky, right? Is the Blicky block block block?
No
Um,
way. So first he put it on his avatar,
mhm.
and then he put it behind some money.
Yeah, so like he picked up the money and there it was sitting on the table. Now I did
Oh
look it
wow.
up. I did look it up to make sure Lemon was safe because I'm going to do this for anybody. I do it for Malik and them. If they Miss Brooke,
Right.
anybody on here. I did look it up. As long as you're not varnishing it like in your hand, as long as it's not in your hand, or you're trying to sell it or things like that, they don't really hit you for it as often, but it still will age
Mm.
restrict and could
Yeah.
possibly be something.
It still could jeopardize his channel. And what if someone takes it outside of YouTube and they want to press some type of issue, like this person was into it, next thing you know they showed a pistol. You never know. I
Yeah.
just wouldn't advise, especially if it's not your channel. Like, that's the thing, a lot of people do stuff on other people's channel that they won't do on their own channel. You know what I
Well, that
mean?
I've
Ain't nobody
seen it
just gonna
on.
pull a gun out, or I'm not saying he brandished it, like pointed it at him, but still, like, people just ain't doing that shit. Like, just come live. Oh, let me clean my gun, and here's my money, and here's my gun, and here's my watch.
That's a big thing that I see though is people saying and doing things on other people's channels that they would not do on their own.
Hmm.
And my thing is, even whether I like a person or I don't, I'm not going to do that to their channel, right? I'm gonna have enough respect because I know what it's like being a content creator. Like we all know, there's certain key phrase and key words that you just don't say
Right.
because it'll mess up the monetization, and certain keywords can actually get you struck for hate speech and
Hmm.
things.
Hmm.
So I'm not gonna say them at all. I did watch the part of Pizza's Live where she was talking about Smooth Carter, and
Yeah, what's the
he
deal now? Because I know before it was like if certain people hit your panel, people were scared to let people hit their panel, and
well basically he said that somebody went up on Pizza's platform or she herself had said something because I actually talked to him in another chat.
hmm
And I said, Smooth, I was talking to General, but Smooth took it as I was directing at him. So then we had a conversation. But I said, I hate this hitting each other's channel stuff. I don't
hmm
like it. And Smooth said, well, if they're talking about me or disparaging me or, um, calling me out of what I am, because people like to call Smooth a girl, and Smooth
I
is
just
a
don't
he,
watch.
right? And
Right, that's
then
that's what they want to be referred to as. Yes.
and so said that somebody had what do you call that, threatened them,
Hmm.
so they took it into that. In my
Threaten
opinion,
like what? Do you
I'm not,
recall or?
I didn't get told what exactly was threatened, or if I did, I don't remember. I said I could understand your point of view. I just don't like the channels being hit. I understand protecting yourself, and I would say that for anybody, but at the same time, I don't agree with hitting channels. Now, if they're doing something that's like putting your family in danger and innocent people who are not on here, I could see you hitting what you got to hit without saying it, right? Doing what you got to do, like to protect your family. But just because it's words, I don't agree.
I just wish that he would stop watching people
Who
who
who disrespect
he
him? Just
has a
don't
problem with.
watch
I
them.
mean, it's that simple. Like, I don't watch people who disrespect me. I
Mm-hmm.
might hear about it. Somebody, doing commentary or something might say, "Yeah, they over there," But I'm not going to go over there and sit and watch and listen to somebody who's disrespecting me, misgendering me, posting messed up pictures of me, talking about my family. None of that shit. So I don't get it. Like, why are you making yourself suffer like that? That's what I don't get. And then I feel like other people who have platforms, even if they mess with or deal with people who might have uh said something to them that Smooth feel like was offensive. People fuck with who they fuck with. People on here are offensive all day, every day. And they still mess with people and let people on their panels, but I don't think it's fair for the content creator to, take a hit like that. If they let somebody on their panel, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, just don't watch. It's the beef sector, and I know that sounds cliche, right, Charlie? It's the beef sector, but it is the beef sector, and
It is the beef sector,
people
and
talk about people in the beef sector. I get talked about, like,
we
I
all
don't
do.
get it.
Like we all have our turn. You know what I'm saying? I've had mine. I've never struck somebody's channel for words. Words are one thing, right? Now, if somebody was doing something that, like I said, put your family in danger, I could see. But just words. This is the beef sector. If you can't handle beef, don't be in the beef sector because they're going to talk about you. They're gonna. How many times have our trans women or other people or even people in the chat who at first we didn't know what their sexual orientation, and I've actually called somebody a he or a she, ma'am or sir, not knowing because I just see a name and a random avatar, right? So I really don't know, and we assume a lot of times over here
We
that
do
most
that all the
people
time, Charlie.
are
People do that all
female
the time. Yeah.
because the beef sector is predominantly female. It's
Well, I was
predominant.
somewhere. Where was I at? I was somewhere, and somebody seen somebody in the chat. Who was it? Damn, who was it? Was it Pastor? It was. I remember it was a male content creator. I think it might have been Pastor. And somebody was in the chat, and they was like, "I don't know if you." No, maybe it was. I don't know. It don't. It wasn't Pastor. I think it might have been Limit. It was somebody, but they was like, "I don't know if you're a he or she or by the name."
Yeah, you've been
And,
mistaken for a male before multiple times.
oh yes, multiple times they see the word the hood table, and they all of a sudden just think, "Man."
Yeah.
And I be in the chat like,
No,
I'm a
I'm a
missus.
whole I'm a
I'm
whole
a
woman.
I'm a whole woman, a whole lot of woman.
I get I get mixed with that because Charlie is a predominantly male nickname. So, but when they see my picture, they're like, "Oh, female." But if they don't look at my picture and they just read my name, I've gotten to where some people think I'm a dude. Some think I'm some then realize I'm a woman, especially when they see it Charlie's in love with the little hearts or something like that. They're like, "Oh yeah, that's a woman." Men don't, put their name as that. But I have been, misgendered multiple times, and it doesn't bother me because I know I'm just a screen name, right? Especially when I didn't have my picture as my profile picture, or if I were to change it to like my dog, they don't know. They just see Charlie's in love, right? They don't know. What's up, Bird? Bird, how you doing? Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word.
Hey,
Hey, Joe Mo
Bird.
Code.
What up, J Moco?
But yeah, so that does happen a lot, and I'm gonna say this: if
Mm-hmm.
you feel disrespected somewhere, just don't go. Go. Well, we've always said in the beef sector to hood table, if you ain't if you ain't respected, don't go. Or what is it? How we say it? You know what I'm talking about? Go where you're appreciated, not tolerated.
Yeah, go we appreciate it, not tolerate it.
We've always said that. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you can't handle it, don't go. Don't listen to them. Don't pay attention to them. And if somebody's bringing you bones about it and you don't want to hear it, tell them. Say, hey, I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
hear it unless it's something serious and they're like talking about my family or something like that. I really don't care because they can say all the words in the world that they want about you. It
Mm-hmm.
don't make it true.
Mm-hmm. Very, very true. Very, very true. I mean, and I know that people have told him that before. Like, just don't go over there. Just, don't bother in the chat or don't drop down. There's chats where I go. Like, I tell people all the time, I'm not one of those people who say I don't watch this person. I watch a lot of people because, You know how I am, Charlie. When I give my commentary, I want to
Trying to get the news and get it
try to
correctly.
get the tea. I want to get the tea. So I might go somewhere that I'm not even subscribed to. Hey, no biggie to
Ooh,
me.
yesterday I was trying to I went up there over to Uppy's house. She had live, and Ness was up there, and Intrinsic and Ghetto and a few other people. And then I ended up hitting the link eventually, and Jay Dunn was up there. Um, then Jay Dunn was talking about that situation with the person I won't name because they've asked for their name not to be said and involved and stuff. Well, she was making a reference towards that, and Ness thought she was talking about Intrinsic, so she told Intrinsic, and then Intrinsic came up, and boy, it was crazy, and I was over there like,
Charlie.
Let me make sure
AJ,
this name.
I was doing the breakdown, child. It was crazy yesterday. I was trying to direct that.
Go ahead.
I was over there like, can we cuss out Brown Brack? Can we cuss out Rob Brack? What about the challenge?
Hold on. You know what? Finish your thought, Charlie. Then we gonna get to the rest of this shit.
No, that's what I did. That's what I was.
Okay. What's up, Jada?
That's why I went on mute, because Charlie knew damn well both of them hoes was lying their ass off, and she was trying to redirect the conversation.
I was trying to stop the fighting. Okay.
Charlie, what happened?
Oh, child, oh Lord, sweet baby Jesus. And then after Jay Dunn left, because Jay Dunn knew that she went a little far what she said, and she was pissed. I know she did. She knows it. I ain't gonna repeat the child thing, Jay Dizzle, unless you want to repeat it. But she dropped down. She dropped the mic and left. And then they were fired up after that, and that went on for I don't know how long. And I was over there like, sweet baby Jesus. I was like, okay. And then Uppy's like, I don't want to, like, I will say Uppy did not want to get in between that whatsoever. She said, nobody's going to make me fight with Jay Dunn. That's between me and Jay Dunn, and we'll have a conversation about that.
Oh, no, fight. She was just on the panel the other day having a conversation with Nisha.
Oh, no, they're good. No, Jay Dunn and her are good as far as I know. It was, Uppy didn't like the child comment.
Who made a child comment?
Jay Dunn.
Me.
Oh. Okay, that's okay. We don't have to repeat it.
And let me tell you, no, I'm not going to repeat it, but this is my thing, Hood Table.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just make up lies on me just because you mad that I brought that video out of you at your mama house outside sitting on the bucket. What we not going to do is just make up lies. And that's what they tried to do over there.
I did correct it, though. I did say you were saying that about B. I didn't say the name because the person is asked nicely, and I'm going to respect that, right? Even though they were saying the name, I refused to because that person asked, for a courtesy.
Well, that's another reason, too, why I had dropped down, Charlie, because them hoes, they are triggered in many, many ways. And I think they just wanted to bring up some old mess. But no, I respect everybody's wishes to be left out of some bullshit, but don't lie.
I knew what you meant when you said it. I knew who you were talking about at the minute you said it. And that's why I was kind of confused when the situation happened, when it first happened. So I was like, wait, what did she say about Intrinsic? I didn't hear anything. What? Like, have you ever been confused and you're like, what's going on here? Did I miss something? Was there another live I wasn't at or something? Because I heard the comment you made.
Right. That was a failed attempt to lie on me, and I wasn't going to check it. And then also, Ness looked so stupid when she played it back, and she heard for herself that I was not talking about Intrinsic. But this is what them two be doing. It's crazy to me. But then people say that I'm the one that I'm obsessive. No. I after I left, when I dropped down, Charlie, I went and did my own live, but I wasn't talking. I just had to go ahead and film that part right there, because I can't explain it to people even if I tried.
Yeah,
man, when you pulled that video out the bag, I was like, whoa, throwback. I was like, oh my gosh, this was like so throwback. With her and what's her name?
Beach.
The
Yeah.
AK, whatever. What are they?
Yeah, beach. Beachy.
Beach.
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 Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember when Beach first came out here and people was hating on her about her soror and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, that was so throwback. But so was the other one that you played with Pizza.
Well, but the thing is that beach video, believe it or not, y'all, I've been had access to that video since like probably April or May. But I legit wanted Ness to go on and find Jesus or whatever she was doing. So I was like, I'm just gonna hold this right here. But
That's why I
it was
said
time
you
for
the
me
queen
to
of receipts. You got them receipts. You always try to keep them.
Ah,
I wanted her to find Jesus, reconnect with her Christianity, whatever she was over there trying to do. And I was not gonna try to deter her off that path. But it gets to a certain time where you just get tired. I'm tired of them. And specifically as I uh gracefully approach 40, I'm tired of these blind hopes.
you be killing me with this 39th year. And my
Oh,
40.
did Jay Dunn tell you she's passing the baton on? I get to say it now
Woohoo!
for me because I'll be in my
Okay.
39th year this year because we only a year
Yeah,
apart in
Charlie
age.
about to be in her 39th year, August 13th, I think. Is it the
Oh
August
13th?
11th.
Lord.
It's the 11th. I
The
am so
11th.
sorry,
Okay.
Jay Dizzle. Also, I don't know why with the sickness I'm going through. I mixed up yours and QI's birthday because y'all don't look shit alike. Y'all ain't nothing alike in no way, shape, or
Right.
form. I
Charlie Lucky made
apologize.
4 comments on my videos and
She said
posts
y'all
talking
don't
about
look
happy
shit
birthday.
alike. Y'all don't look
I didn't
Yeah.
mean to do that. I swear for some reason I had it mixed up because I remember I thought it was Jay Dunn and Ness who had the same birthday, right? And I thought it was, and I don't know why. I remember somebody having a birthday with Ness, and I was trying to remember who it was who had the party with her. And thank God for Jay Dunn's memory because I I couldn't
Yeah,
remember.
well, I had to remember because I'm like, why do Charlie keep telling me happy birthday? Girl, I'm a Virgo.
I know you September, but I don't know why I thought July. I'm like, no, that's QI. QI is a July Leo. That's what it is. Damn.
Yeah, it's QI birthday that you was thinking about.
I try to keep up with everybody's birthday. You know, I got bad memory. That's why I'm gonna say there's something happening in this, like, because I've been here all these years, but I have a terrible memory. So if I can't remember something, I'm like, Jay Dillon, who was that this and this and this happened with again? I can't remember who it was. She always know. She always knows.
And
She
see,
got the
now I
memory.
feel now I feel like when I felt when Ness said what she said about remembering people's birthday. Like I can barely remember my family member's birthday. Like my kids, my mom, my brothers, everybody else. Shit, you better tell me to put it on my calendar or hit me up a week in advance. But no, when she was talking about she didn't remember Lemon and what's her name, Dragon's birthday and all that kind of shit. But I can't remember nobody's birthday on here. Charlie probably told me her birthday. I probably know it every year and I don't know it off the top of my
Yeah,
head.
I don't either the hood table. So you know we that close and we can't remember shit.
Right. Like, baby, just tell me it's your birthday and I'm there. Okay, just send me a kite. Remind me.
Well, even with that right there about Lemon's birthday, I legit remember because I was supposed to be, let's be honest, +1.
Oh
They
yeah.
that's how I remembered it was something around Lemon's birthday because they was thick as thieves.
Mm-hmm.
And when let's be honest was first telling me about Vegas, at that time we were cool with each other and she was like, Jadon, you should come. And I was like, I might. So that's how I remembered it. But not only that, Lovely Love, also the reason why she went out there was it was her husband's birthday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I remember
So
that.
that's how I remember everything because in order for you to be able to remember these different scenarios that done happen, you can't help but to remember. And that's why I'm like, okay, it was for Lemon's birthday, the reason why they picked that time. That's true.
Yeah, and I did hear them say that it wasn't for Lemon's birthday because they said the person who set it all up, the sponsor, didn't know that it was Lemon's birthday, and I don't know for sure, but I know one damn thing. I don't remember his birthday, nor do I remember Dragons. But I hear they having a birthday party together the same day as Ness's. Uh, why the fuck I keep forgetting what that shit is? What's the little meat and cheese?
Oh, you talking about the Lunchables challenge?
Yeah, the Lunchable.
Even that right there was a lie, Hood Table, because I'm about to tell you some more, which it ain't nothing profound. It's not profound. But so remember the sponsor was supposed to be paying for Lemon's everything as well. That's why it was for his birthday. But these fools, remember, Lemon is still saying that after they came back, the sponsor didn't pay him his money because of what he did to the Billy Goat.
That's what I heard.
And you know what
he
kills
never
me
got the
about
money.
that?
But that's the reason why they decided on that block of time to do it, because it was Lemon's birthday. Yes.
It's supposed to be a celebration. I also
remember now,
him not having his own hotel room. And I'm sorry, if you sending me to Vegas, I'm having my own room, baby. I ain't rooming with
he
nobody.
kept asking about it, or somebody kept asking about the money, or when he was going to get the money, or when he was going to get paid, or whatever. It's coming back to me.
Yeah, and he never got the money. And the reason why I know so much is because after Vegas, I was really cool with Lemon. And Lemon was talking about how he didn't get his money and how all of this. And remember, I was helping him try to get his channel monetized because I felt like it was fucked up how they did him, because I knew it was for the birthday.
See, I just wouldn't have went. I mean, I'm never going to go on a trip on nobody's dime. Nobody. I mean, it had to be like somebody like my man, my mom, somebody, not somebody off of the internet, some sponsor that I'm supposed to rely on. I'm going to have my own shit, or I'm going to stay my broke ass home.
Or I'm going to say this. I would make sure that my shit's already pre-booked and paid for.
Right.
And my flight to and from is already booked and paid for. I got confirmation.
Correct.
But even then, I'm going to have the money just in case you try to cancel my shit.
That
I can handle my shit. You get what I mean?
You should never go nowhere broke. I hate going out of town with broke motherfuckers, and they always want you to go to the broke ass restaurants and go to the broke ass outlets and go to the broke ass swap meets, and y'all know what I'm saying.
I mean, I don't mind being a little bougetto, a little ghetto, but at the same time,
I want to have the chance or the opportunity to go to Mickey D's or to go to a steakhouse. I don't want to have to.
I want to be able to do all those things. I don't want to always have to. I'm not going to go to McDonald's every damn day. Hell no, we ain't doing that. Because we're going to.
I might give me a nasty old piece of McMuffin.
Yeah, yes, what I'm saying.
For breakfast.
But like to do that every single day? No, baby. We're gonna at least go
eat out. I'm telling you, I done told y'all before many times, if I can't do it, I'm staying home. Yep. If I go out of town, my oldest son is in the back room right now. He will tell you whenever we go out of town, we got at least three stacks at least, and that's not nothing. And that's me, just my money. Then I gotta pay for them and pay for their shit and their food and all that shit. No, we got racks on racks on racks every time we go on vacation. Ain't we gotta stop here and eat at the, no. If we ain't got it, we ain't going. We gonna have a staycation. I'm not relying on nobody.
I ain't going out of town when especially knowing it affects your
and it ain't Cam,
way to get home.
One here, Charlie.
Oh, okay. But that's my other nephew. That's AC Pooh's daddy.
Girl, he back here. He hollering in the bedroom at his dad.
I love our AC Pooh. I can't believe he's so grown. Hey there, Carrie. Shout out to Mop 10.
Hey there, Carrie and Niecy in the chat laughing. I'm for real, Niecy. I ain't got no shame in my game. My mama taught me not even to go across the street if I ain't got no money. Like, no, you don't leave the house if you ain't got no money. Stay your black ass home.
But
you want to go to your friend's house when you got some money?
I didn't. I knew that
that's because you was raised with some home training. Because going out of town or on vacation without money is like trying to drive across town without gas.
Man, that's how people end up getting pimped out.
Like if you ain't got gas in your car, do you still try to drive over there?
No,
stay home.
Nope.
I know some motherfuckers to do that shit though, and they be calling you, want you to bring them a gas can or some shit.
Niecy said she did the research and we are sisters. Hey, sis. No, seriously. Yeah. I'm not about to go out of town. And I didn't pass down several trips. Like I said, no shame in my game. Homegirls be like, hey, you want to go here? Nope, can't do it. The way my mortgage is set up right now, the way this job is tripping right now, yeah. Maybe next time.
The way my
Right?
savings is
What do they
loans,
say? I don't never try to live like the Joneses. Don't ever try to live like the Joneses.
don't
You'll
live
be
above
out
your
on your ass.
means.
Yes.
Don't ever live above your means, and make sure that you straight and you got a rainy day fund before you worry about a vacation.
Well, just before I came live, I saw a little short from James, and it was called "Don't Be Problematic." People he was referring to as a little short, and he's referring to people who go out of town when they know they got a whole bunch of bills at home. And when they go back home, they got shut off notice on everything because they going out of town knowing they don't have no out of town money. I promise you, it's up there. James, Treasure Lane. I just watched it right before I hit live. I said, well, damn.
You know that people that do that though. They'll sit there and go on these vacations. They ain't got the money. They're gonna
I
be
know
homeless
people.
when they get home, and they still do. I'm like, no, yeah, you may be going on something to have fun, but what is that gonna do for your life? Like your real life always comes first before doing something for YouTube or for fun or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to make sure you got a roof over your head and food in your belly.
Well, Charlie, well, I'm about to say something. Which let me see how I even want to say it. Charlie, do you remember that earlier this year that Laurie pushed back
Oh, Lord.
her car payment, her car note to go to that Vegas that Lemon didn't show up for, and now she ain't got the truck.
Mm-hmm. I do remember that, and that's
That
on
right
her.
there.
Oh.
Went to the vacation because Lemon was having that limitation or whatever. She said it on here at Envy's or I think it was at Envy's that she was not going to pay her truck payment, her car note, so that she could do the vacation, and now she done lost the truck.
Hold on,
And
y'all.
you
Ace
know,
want to say hi.
okay.
Hi.
Say hi,
Hey,
hoodie.
Hi,
Ace.
people.
Hey,
Say what up, hoodies.
What are hoodies?
Oh my goodness, my whole heart.
yeah, Ace done
Hey, I'm
grew
about to
up.
start kindergarten.
I spelled the kid you called it about asking parents.
Yes. All right, bye.
I heard him when he was running away. Ah! But yeah, I would never put myself in a. I gotta mute up my dog, y'all.
I had
No,
heard
that's fine.
her say. So Jay,
I was just bringing it to y'all's attention because what y'all talking about, we actually witnessed it. Y'all just wasn't aware of it.
I
But
wasn't aware of that, but I was aware that she said the other week that she had to let her car go. Then I heard somebody else talking about how you can't hold on to a raggedy car. I don't know nothing about her car. I don't know nothing about her car. I don't know nothing about the situation. I feel bad that she had to let her car go back because I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have a car. And that's real shit. I ain't trying to get out there in 150-degree heat and catch no bus. I
well,
don't know.
I think she was saying that she wasn't really driving it that much because now she with her kids. And don't get me wrong, I'm not dragging Laurie, but even back then when she said she was trying to skip out on that car note, I said it on here that's not a good idea to do. And then just imagine that she did all of that sacrificing and Lemon didn't even show up.
So she said on here that she was skipping her car note. She told people that.
Yeah, that's how we knew. She had talked about it over there on Envy's. It was on Envy's channel where she had said it.
I don't know. I've,
Oh,
I've
I
been on her
would
about this
never.
for the longs, about also telling her business on here.
I
Because
would
you don't
never.
never come on here telling everybody your business because you're giving everybody the right to speak about it. And you can't say nothing once they speak about it because you put it out. I've been on her butt about
Come
that.
back home in a car being pulled down the street by a tow truck. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And I'm not going on no vacation. And I'm gonna say this. This is not a slight, and I know Jay Dunn's not doing a slight. I ain't doing on no vacation where I have to give up something that is a necessity for me and my family, or even if it is an extra. Because here's the thing, right? Let's say they're she's riding with the kids most of the time. Well, let's say their vehicle breaks down, but yours was a good one and it was reliable, right? And even though it may have been parked most of the time and you may be paying on insurance and different things or whatever, you still have that backup vehicle if an emergency ever does happen. And let's say one of the kids need to be picked up or grandkids, blah, 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 blase, you got that. If that does happen now and you don't have that, you're going to wish you still had it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're not even talking about the hit to your credit score that'll do.
Ooh, yeah, girl. I was thinking about that a while ago, Jay Dunn. That was what turned through my mind. I was like, ooh, child, if you took out a loan, that's going to mess up your credit score. You know what I'm saying? And your credit score is everything when it comes to, loans and shit.
Mm-hmm. Mary Carey says several CCs have made dumb decisions, all in the name of going on vacation. I would stay my black ass home. It ain't that important for me to see nobody.
Yeah, we done said eventually. I already know the peoples that I want to see, and eventually will see them. It may not be this year, it may not be next year, because right now, the way these gas prices is, they disrespectful as shit. And I ain't going nowhere until they start going down.
And that's another thing. And that's not, I would never look at nobody in a negative way because of shit like that. See, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. If gas is like $12, $15 a gallon, no, I'm not going on vacation right now. I'm gonna wait till that shit go down. If plane tickets is up the roof right now, no, I'm gonna wait till that shit go down. You don't have to go on vacation. Shit, save your little money. Find you something for your family to do in your city. Go to the next city over. Drive a few hours. I'm sure most people got some shit a couple of hours away from them. Somewhere they could possibly go. A little staycation. But no, but let me ask y'all this because this is what I heard over on 227 Boulevard last night. They said that okay, so they was joking about Lolo doing a show about finances after she said she had to let her car go. I guess she's supposed to do a show with Ghetto.
Yeah, that's his profession. He works in finance, so he's going to teach her about savings and stuff.
Okay. Thanks for clearing that up because the way they was saying it, they was like, "How you gonna teach somebody finances?" And I knew it had to be something to it. I knew it had to be something to it. So Ghetto is going to teach the finance class to Lolo.
Yeah, okay. He's teaching it to her.
Girl,
not the other way around. No.
Oh, Jada.
Well, I have to laugh at that. But Ghetto probably can teach about it. He probably
I believe
can.
it.
One thing that I just thought about too, as it relates, I wanted to go back to what y'all was talking about when I got up here. Charlie, believe it or not, prior to that conversation that was had yesterday, Uppity was telling me that I don't come and click her link. And I told Uppity that the reason why I wasn't clicking her link is because she always had this heat up there. And so Uppity was like, well, now that, this heat don't be up there, you should come click my link. So believe it or not, that's what I called myself doing last night. Especially after she had done the conversation at Lady Nika with Lady Nika up on my channel. I was like, okay, well, I'll click Uppity. Yes, only for them to lie like that. And I haven't talked to Uppity since, but that left a bad taste in my mouth because I'm not mad at Uppity. So before anybody run with that, that's not it. But I'm like, well, I wasn't clicking your link because of this heat, and now I'm about to not be clicking your link because of this. Because you ain't gonna just lie on me just because.
Well, I will say that they were telling her you were going to drag her and all these things. And Uppy's like, look, I'm not getting in between that. Y'all got y'all's thing. She said her words was, I'm not going to be gaslit into a fight with Jay Dunn. That was her words.
No, I don't have no problem with Uppity at all. I just thought it was so funny.
I'm going to stand up with somebody. when
Yeah, I
somebody
hadn't
does
been over
right.
there because of this heat, and now it's like, well, Ness. Because even when I got up there, I wasn't even paying no mind to Ness.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know y'all was beefing again though, but I know y'all's beef. I don't think y'all's beef has ever ended. So yeah, now that I think about it, it never ended. Not since y'all made up once or twice in the past, I believe, or tried to, and things went sour again. Um, Trying to remember when those happened, but that was a long time ago. Because she went and found Jesus and then came back, so I done lost memory.
Why
Right.
I'm just
Well,
not seeing what Niecy putting in the chat? I've been having it highlighted on the screen and didn't even
oh,
read it. Jada,
oh, my
she wants
daddy.
your daddy.
Ooh,
She wants your daddy.
I guess. I
Girl, y'all about to be
hold on.
sisters.
Who is
well,
Niecy?
no,
I don't know that Niecy.
that would
That's
be
Oh,
that would be
Niecy.
stepmama. That would be stepmama.
Yeah, that was stepmom. I said sisters.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't know why Niecy want my daddy. Now my daddy did talk on my live a couple of times, but I ain't have that many people there. But Niecy must have been there if she wanted him.
Ooh, she must have heard his voice.
I was there too, and I was like, "Ooh, Papa Don, don't say too much. Don't say too much."
Oh my God. I
Listen,
know
that's
Charlie is
exactly
trying to
why.
own it. Don't
That's
reveal
exactly
too
why I
much.
don't blame him because he adopts everybody because
Yeah,
he
he
don't
don't care.
understand. yeah,
He be like, yeah, when Jen, when she was little
She'd be
in
like,
the
"I'm
fifth
on live."
grade,
I heard Jay Dunn like, "I'm on
in the
live. I'm
fifth
on live."
grade, we had her in the tub. No. She was on the
right.
bike and fell off, scraped her knee.
Well, no, he just be talking just casual conversation and and he use everybody names, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
So
that's pretty hard to
he'll
do.
be
That's why when my folks be on here, I be like, you gotta tell them like 3 times. Man, how many times I gotta tell my peeps, Charlie? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
watch it. Don't say this. Okay, that's enough. All right, not too much. Okay.
I remember. Yeah, I think it was your cousin that you had to. Hey, don't talk about that.
I know. I'm like, you know
They're
how you do
telling too
little
much.
kids.
Oh, hold on. So that is the Niecy that I know. Girl, you change your name. Niecy the Budgetista.
That's
I
Niecy the Budgetista.
gotta be if cause she said she was one of my mods and she was one of my mods. Okay. Hey Niecy girl, how you doing?
Done changed her name and shit on us.
Hey, you know
I
something?
knew that picture looked familiar.
Niecy the Budgetista could be my stepmama. She nice. I like her. But my daddy done got married and everything. He take.
And he ain't a Rolling Stone no more. He put his hat on.
Right, right. But yeah, at first I didn't know who that was. But oh yeah,
Hey, I
but
wouldn't mind. No shade on that.
thinking that I was about to drag uppity. I'm not gonna drag uppity because they got caught in a bold-faced lie. No, no.
No, yeah, I told her. I said, she basically said that the only thing that she didn't like, she said, was obviously the child comment because she how she feels about that. But y'all would have that conversation at y'all's own leisure. You know what I mean? That's between y'all two. Ain't got nothing to do with nobody else.
And I would be open to that. And one thing too, that Melissa Scott was live earlier. I was up in her bushes listening, and I had to drop down, and I just typed one comment, and I said, "How is the person that ain't buying Lunchables at all for their child doing the Lunchables challenge?"
Wooch.
You know what? I ain't mad at you, Niecy. I want to be somebody stepmama too. Long as the kids is grown on their own in their own house. Yeah.
Here's my thing about the. I will say that I think it's going to be a great concept if it's done right. And Uppity did tell her, possibly try to get other people that are not just finessers as judges. But she wants to get fresh judges that have never judged ever before. You know what I'm saying? And I said that counts me out because I've been at the security board before. You know what I'm saying? I did some other things, so I have judged before.
Well, I
But
think me and you were judges together whenever I had to go at ODS throat. I had
uh-huh,
to grab him by his neck over there at Leo's.
yeah, that was the security board when we did that.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Leo's
judge. I don't want to be a
Leo
judge.
set that up right. I'm gonna tell you, Leo had it down point for like what numbers we were gonna assign to what categories, what our categories we were judging on. So that when we did each contestant, I had my notes written out. I know Jay Dunn did too. We all did. We had our little notes. We made little notes beside the margins and all this stuff. This person got a 4 for creativity. This person got a 2. Da da da. You know what I'm trying to say? And then you just add the numbers up at the end, and whoever got the highest numbers placed for whatever
Yeah, a lot of
placement.
people did good in that one too. I mean, some of those people could actually get out there and be like, I'm not saying no chef or caterer per se, but there are people who be looking for full tables of that stuff for events and conventions and stuff like that. That's make some good money.
So Miss Nisi, basically what the Lunchables challenge is, she wants somebody to take a Lunchable and turn it into a gourmet meal. You can
But
add stuff to it and stuff.
even before I got up here with y'all, I was scrolling through LSA to see what all I missed today, and they had posted the flyer. And I don't know if that's the flyer that she had posted, or if LSA just joking over there. But y'all, the flyer said the Lunchables challenge. They had the date, and it said it was starting at 9. I think it was 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 6 p.m. Central Time.
It was 9 Eastern. It would be 8 p.m. Central. We only an
Correct.
hour behind.
Correct, but that's what was on the flyer, and I'm like, girl, I said leave it to LSA to note that, but I'm like, girl, now what you on over there that you don't understand the time zones, girl?
So, what did y'all think
Ooh,
about
chat.
the
I'm looking at
227
it.
last night?
Hold on just a minute. Ooh, chat. It does say 6 p.m. Eastern Standard, 9 p.m. Central. It wouldn't be. Wait, that would be West
You
Coast
see it?
time, 6
So it's
p.m.
real.
Yeah,
So
it's real.
What
because
happened?
I didn't know if LSA was just messing up, but see, this is why I showed y'all that video of her in 2020, and I said she ain't changed.
It's nice whoever made it. The
Hold on, what
graphics are nice.
happened?
The Lunchable Showdown thing, the Gourmet
Mm-hmm.
Lunchable Showdown, on the
Oh,
time
I
it
see it. I
says
see it.
that's supposed to be, I guess, for the West Coast time, 6 p.m. Because if it is 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Central, it would be 6 p.m. For the West Coast time, but that would be West Coast time, not Eastern Standard Time.
Well, is Ness Central?
Yeah, she's Central, like
Yeah, she did.
us.
I did hear her say 9 Central the other day.
What? But no, that's ain't Central. She over there in Seattle, Washington. What
And
is
see,
y'all
that's why I was
Oh,
confused. That's why I just asked y'all because I was confused because she said Central. She said, "Am I in Central time?" And then I was thinking to myself, I said, "I thought that was,"
yeah,
but
she would be
I don't know.
East Coast if she's in
Hold up.
Washington.
Ness asked if she was in Central Time.
I thought she said she was in Central.
I could have sworn she said, "Am I Central time?" I have to go back, but I could have sworn I was watching it. She was like, "Wait a minute, am I Central? Is this Central?" I could have sworn she did.
Why she don't know what time zone she in though?
But
Did
when
she
she
just
said
turn
Washington,
38?
I thought she was in Washington on the other side. I didn't know she was in D.C., Washington.
No, she is Seattle. Seattle, Washington. That's
Oh, so
all the
that
way over
definitely ain't
there
Central time.
by correct. And this is the reason why I say we would never be on the same level.
Yeah, because that's like over there with Riggs. And
Yeah, they on Pacific.
hold on, let me pull up the damn map. We ain't about to do this shit.
I'm looking at it right now. I looked it up. Seattle, Washington time zone, and it says right now for Seattle, Washington.
It is Pacific. That's Riggs and them.
Yeah,
Pacific.
yeah, Pacific.
Yeah.
Which
So they're
that
2
would
hours
be
ahead of me. It's 3:39 here, so it's 1:39 there.
so that 6 p.m. would be for Pacific Standard Time, not Eastern Standard Time.
Yep, because Eastern would technically be an hour beyond me. So
Yeah,
it'd be
and even
4:30.
if she was a little farther to the right, that would be GMT. Great, the Mountain Time or whatever shit that I always fuck up the name for. I call it Great Mountain Time, but that ain't it. I don't know why I call it
Hey,
that.
Queen Tosa. You said, are we discussing? Not today, honey. Not today.
Yeah,
Queen
all
Tulsa been on my ass about that, child. Queen Tulsa, I
Not
ain't really been doing
today.
no lives, baby. When I do though, I I ain't
Have they
went on my
found out
butt
anything
by.
explosive?
Uh the um the autopsy has come back inclusive, and it's the
Well, yeah,
dude.
that was last
The
week.
Well, they got a phone call about the dude whose boat was sinking or whatever shit, and they said there were 7 people on board of that ship when it was sinking, and
Hmm.
so some people are saying that he wasn't left behind on the on the little island. He was on that boat at one time.
Child,
no, he was
it's
on the
all
boat.
cover up.
Y'all must be missing out. Uh, Chronicle Speaks is the lady's name. Chronicle Speaks. She put out a real good video where she took that entire 911 call
Mm-hmm.
about the boat, and then she was able to remove audio or enhance the audio, rather enhance it, and you could hear them calling for Nolan, trying to see if he conscious and all types of mess um in the background. And then you can also hear them dragging something that's really heavy in the
Mm.
background of the 911 call. That girl, when she enhanced that audio and you could really just hear all of that was happening, it was so much going on when they made that 911 phone call about a sinking boat. Um, but meanwhile, the boy was unconscious.
And they didn't
Mm.
call about and say, "Hey, my friend's unconscious." No, that's why I said when all the I hope that we get to hear like the courtroom stuff, and we actually get to listen in while they do the what do you call it, the cross examination and all that stuff. And I hope he don't lie on the stand and perjure himself, because they can use that 911 call to show he perjured himself and lied.
Hopefully he will perjure. Hopefully all of them
Oh,
will.
that's true. I mean, if they get a perjury charge, that's on top of the other charges. They gonna go down. Because I'm gonna say this: if that was my friend, right, and my friend for whatever reason slipped, fell, my 2 friends got into it, one of them pushed one of them, I'm snitching. Okay, I'm telling. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, don't do no crime with me. I'm snitching on you.
Well, I don't know about y'all, J Dunn, but I used to go out a lot. Okay, I used to go out a lot. Um, and we had a rule. Do anybody know what that rule is? Especially if you're a lady
Should be that you never go anywhere by yourself, or if you
and you
go
never
the
leave
same way
anybody
you came.
behind.
Right, you
Yeah,
go the same way you came.
Ain't no we you go and okay, no, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. No.
I think everybody knows who Emmett Till is, and the lady who lied on him and got him unalived, because that's been turned into many different movies and different things. To teach the history of that. That lady got away with that shit, y'all, and she lived to be old as fuck. And I
Well,
think that
yeah,
bitch should
we
have been in
know.
prison.
So I mean, they keep making more movies and documentaries, but can't nothing be done to the people who were wrong.
Did Yeah, they're all gone
It's
now.
like
They're all
you can't bring them back to life and send them to prison. You can't send their children to prison. I mean, if they do anything, they can probably like
wrongful death suit,
uh
possibly,
wrongful death lawsuit against their estate or something like that. But
if they had an estate.
if they had an estate,
Because if they didn't have an estate, there's nothing to sue. Um, so that's what sucks about that situation. There's many cases,
it
Queen
really
Tulsa,
do suck because I'm sure there's a lot of
besides.
people alive still today who had something to do with some lynchings and some beatings and some,
Have y'all
all
seen
kind of
that
stuff.
thing that's going around about the people who are like coming up from suicides and different things, and it's in mysterious circumstances, if you feel what I mean?
Hmm. Hey, Tay Bay, how you doing? What up, boot?
Y'all should look into that if you have it. There's 13 or 14 names or more on that list right now of people they claim unalive themselves, but it looks like modern day lynchings. When I say that somebody hung themselves for, and it ain't they did it themselves. You feel me? It's a thing. Y'all should look it up. It's not just a conspiracy. You feel me?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I can believe that. There's a lot of times where people say the person unalive themselves, and families are like, no, that would never happen. Like if I came up unalive tomorrow, you guys, and they try to tell y'all that shit, y'all
We gonna
better
know it's a lie.
Jadon, you better head the investigation. I give you
I
permission to dig and dig and dig.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of everything. Remember, I just had to get to the bottom of Love. Like 2 weeks ago, I was on the case.
Thank
Oh,
God
that's
you
what they was
was,
talking
Chad.
about last night too. They had me cracking up, Jade. They said they was trying to plan the whole funeral on here for Lovely Love. I was like, y'all, they wrong for that because they did that like what? This the like the third, fourth time that has happened to somebody.
Hmm.
They're like they just be trying to put people in the grave.
They do. And I be right there up on the case. As soon as I heard everybody talking about Love, I'm like, hold on. Let me go to her son Facebook because ain't no way. I went right on over
Mm-mm-mm.
there.
I'm like,
Which is crazy
man.
because not the reason why Love called the cops on me when I was on probation was because of me knowing her son's information and all this kind of stuff. But then here recently, I told Love, I said, Love, I said I had to dox you again. I said, but I didn't tell the information. I just went and looked at everybody's stuff to look. And she was like, okay, that's fine, you did it. And I'm thinking to myself, but bitch, 3 years ago, you was trying to put me in jail for it.
Girl, Lovely Love, she came back. Came back from the ground and she up here on these panels cutting up. I'm like, damn, y'all be cutting up. Y'all be coming back cutting like the Catherines, people just be coming back cutting the hell up.
I'm gonna say this: I worse to go in mysterious circumstances. You know it ain't true too. And if I want anybody on the case, it'd be Jay Dunn. I'm gonna tell you because she gonna find out everything. She will even find out what my great grandmother ate in 1600s, and like she gonna find it all, baby. And yeah,
I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. Like what? I know y'all
Hold
lying.
on, hold on, Tay babe. Which show you need a review on? And Niecy said, girl, you know when you had that girl, that psycho neighbor is gone. He been gone for about a month. Haven't been a month.
we so glad that he gone. Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping he'll stay gone, but let me knock on wood.
Yeah,
Even right there, I was here for all of your videos about that damn psycho because I was like, do I need to go look for him?
Girl.
I told you the hood table we'd get him. I mean, you just don't know. You got some FBI agents up in here.
Girl, trust me. You know, a lot of people was like really, really concerned. I was like, I don't want y'all to be like not concerned, but I'll be okay because I do got, I got family here. I got a lot of family nearby me. So my sons, I'm like,
Oh, I know. My nephews ain't gonna let nothing happen.
yeah. I'm good, but trust and believe. Trust and believe. If anything was to happen to me, y'all better do some investigation because I sure ain't taking my own life. I'm not leaving my little AC baby here by himself without his yaya. There's no way in hell. No way in hell.
Best believe I'd be doing the same thing if it was you, Jay Dizzle, Barry Carey, any of y'all. If I ever hear some shit like that, you best believe I'm gonna be like Nancy Grace. I'm gonna pull a Nancy Grace on this bitch.
Because them motherfuckers they will. Oh yeah, because they was in that position and because of this and that. Yeah, they did it to themselves. Yeah, like no,
Mm-mm. That's
no,
like
that's
when they
real shit.
tried to say
Well,
that
that's what
rumor.
you have to know. If anything like that happen, especially if it's something that I can't solve myself, then I politely go up in my Instagram and I hit up VS. VS, we need to put our doxing hats on. Let me tell you what's happening. And we gonna get to the bottom of it.
Hey, if anything ever happened to me, Riggs got my info. Okay, Riggs got my info. If anything happened to
Okay.
me,
Okay.
nigga, Riggs, y'all better go over there on the block.
So Riggs, you may or may not know this, but if she ever disappear, we gonna be on your ass like white on grass, trying to figure out what's going
Y'all
on.
better get over there on the block, on the other
I'm
block.
like, Big Riggs, you know you my brother. We got to do something for my sister. Okay, so what's this information? I need it right now. You know I don't normally ask for stuff like this because that's something I don't really do. You know what I'm saying?
And a
The
lot of
only,
people got my personal phone number. A lot of people, Charlie is one of them.
I do got that.
Deanna, Mel. It's a sis slow. A lot of people got my phone number too. So yeah.
If I
But
ever
nah.
needed to know, I know I could find you. I just to me, there's no reason unless you absolutely have to. Like with the lovely love situation, I was so thankful that Jay Dunn did know that information because I do not, right? But somebody slipped me when the big man situation come around the information to try to help see if there was any thing, and I couldn't find nothing. And I'm gonna say this: if any of y'all pass with today's technology and today's time, you can find, at least something saying that you passed away, even if it don't say your family members or nothing like that. It's still gonna say your age and when you passed away. And so,
Now you
I
look
went and
up
looked.
their
I
name
couldn't
on
find nothing.
Facebook, you're gonna find somebody mourning and grieving.
And
Well,
so I
but
didn't find nothing. I knew he was still here. That's and then I heard from
even
him.
with the big man investigation, because I investigated for him too, not just Lovely Love, but him as well. And I hit up Rick Reed. Like when I was not really finding anything, then I hit Rick Reed up. Rick Reed, this is what these folks saying. Help me look. I
Yeah, I'm
mean, it's very easy when we care about the people. We'll go look for you.
yeah, we're gonna try to find you. Like for real, it's because we care though. It's not, we're not doing it, you know what I'm saying, out of an evil way. It's because, hey, I want to see if you are right. Like a lot of us, even if we're not like, oh my god, this is my best friend or whatever, we've known each other for like 10 plus years. You've got to think, right, that we've created a bond over these years, even if we hate each other sometimes, want to pull each other's edges, slag each other against floors and all kind of stuff, right? But when you've created that kind of thing, even if you don't necessarily care for a person, you kind of do a little bit, right? Because you've been around each other for so long. Y'all fighting like sisters now. Y'all like those two cousins who hate each other at the barbecue. That we got to keep away from each other. You got to put one on one side, one on the other, because that one does slap with that one man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so now, you know those cousins all the time that you got to put them on separate sides of the room. They don't get along no more. She just looked at him the wrong way. I don't know. There's
not
different...
the cousin that slept with your niece. You know what? And thank you, Niecy Pooh. She said the hood table, you're likable. Oh, I try to be likable to those I like. So the rest of you, it is what it is.
Sometimes we're a little shady over here, but it's not it's in jest. We're not doing it out of malice. There's a difference.
And speaking of being a little shady, can we discuss 227 Boulevard?
Yes, please, because you need to tell me what happened, girl. I missed it.
Yeah, I peeked up.
Give me your highlights, Jada. Give me your highlights.
Well, I peeked in there because I was over there at Lady Nika's, because Lady Nika ended up going live after the conversation, so I was mostly over there. So I don't know. I still got to really look at it.
Yeah, I was at the conversation, so that's why I missed it. And so I'm trying, like, the hood table, what happened? I was over at Jay Dunn's house.
Yeah, because after the conversation thing happened, then I redirected to Lady Nika, and I was between Lady Nika and then I was at Uppity on the panel. Charlie was on the panel too, so we missed it.
Yeah, we missed it, Chad. We was being messy.
Well, I thought it was really entertaining. I mean, I was. The first one, I liked the first one too.
Okay. Zulu back there talking his mess.
No, that wasn't Zulu. That's over there at Hood Tables.
That's
Zulu
my son's. That's my son's dog.
Oh, okay, child. I thought that was my baby.
They all over here. They in the back.
So what happened was Hood Table.
You supposed to tell us, Hood Table. Now, me and Charlie can't be on Uppity panel with me getting lied on and be over there at 227.
Well. Okay, so I don't want to tell everything. I'm gonna just do some little highlights because I want people to make sure they go over there and watch, because they be cracking me the fuck up. I ain't even gonna hold you, but they did start off talking about your show with Nika and Uppity. And they thought that Uppity was what she was kept calling Lady Nika OG.
Mm-hmm.
Like trying to say in like she has reverence for her or she respect her, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. They was basically talking about she's fake, she don't really mean it, she don't really like her, and they don't understand why it has to take for something like that to happen, for somebody to get somebody damn people off their IG and shit like that. And when they were talking about calling her the OG, like, I understand why Uppity calls him OG. I don't know if it's like in reverence of her like that, but it's a lot of people we call hell, they call you OG. Jay. They call a lot of people OG.
With Uppity calling her that, now that I wasn't shocked because Uppity is still running around here calling Sean the king.
The king. But they was also saying how you calling her an OG and respecting her as an elder when you old too. That had me cracking up. Because they said ain't Uppity like 45 or 50. She'd have reached back around and grabbed the kid and had another one. She should be an empty nester right now. Girl, they had me dying.
Uppity is the only person I know that is calling Sean the king, and she mean it from the bottom of her heart. Just like her tiny waist. Like, she mean it. So that's why I don't even say nothing. I just be listening.
They said, like, yeah, the king said y'all jealous of me, the king. Because Sean Bradley done gave her a cash out.
Girl, yeah, but that OG thing when she was saying Lady Nika, I didn't say nothing because I know that the only person that been calling Sean the King in 2026 is Uppity.
Mm-hmm. What else? Something else they said funny. They was talking about Lemon and Dragon's party, right? Because I did hear that somebody said, what's the big deal about them having a party when they be on here all the time, every day, every night? So what's the difference, But they was like, they said, and who the hell be telling Dragons that she cute when she got 47 teeth in her mouth and 5 fangs in the front? I was like, wait a minute.
Oh my goodness.
They said she can't even close her mouth. They said that girl can barely close her mouth, and y'all over there calling her cute because she can dance.
Look, please believe me and Dragons have had our spats up on here, but I will say, now it's only a little bit, just a little. But I had a little bit of a newfound respect for her, even though she done tried to use her Uno cards against me. She tried to wheel my life, and she done did a lot of that crazy ass shit. She one of them witches too, but
not a witch. Oh my god, who the other witch?
The main witch.
That's right. I remember. Okay, I remember.
Yeah, Dragon's just like the main witch. The main witch, you know who the main witch is.
Yeah, and I didn't even know who you were referring to for the longest till you said something the other day when you was over here. I was like, oh.
Because, but I got a little bit of respect for Dragons because Dragons was trying to speak up during the judging of Mo Better's competition. And even she knew that shit was dead ass wrong. So, yeah. I was like, okay, Dragons, you knew it was wrong too.
That shit had me. But why? I did not know that. Okay, so who was that? Remember Pizza had went over there and she was talking to Cam and who else about Envy, if he was really Mo3, or is that how they treat their women over there? Do y'all remember that? Because of the situation, with landlord and
I don't remember that.
I know. Was you talking about Cam's panel?
Yeah, she had hit Cam's panel, and then old boy, what's his name, had came over here.
Mahaya,
and I guess they had talked about Envy or Peace was talking to them about is this how y'all what would y'all do if this happened to y'all? Referring to the landlord and RY, whatever. And how they were saying what they would have done, or they would have, got at them and cussed them out. All that shit, right? So, Auntie said she needs Miss Paulette to go over there and get 3 reputable people, at least 3, because Auntie wants to talk to them. I guess on the next 227, because she wants to talk to them about Envy and find out why the fuck is he over here. And if he's supposed to be having cases over there, why the fuck is he over here? But when she called R and Y, I did not know she referred to R and Y when she referred to her. Have y'all heard it?
Yeah, she tried the auntie had tried to pull
me.
Did
not like her? Like
she referred to R and Y as some man. But the crazy thing
nigga R and Y. She said nigga R and Y.
I know, but hold on, get this. when she first did it was over there at Romans for the call in, and she was like, "Where mayonnaise at? Mayonnaise, you know who it is? Who used to be the content creator?" Blah blah. I said, "Girl, I don't know."
Yeah, what you be calling you mayonnaise? Do you know how long it took me to realize who the fuck was me? It took me months to realize who mayonnaise was.
And I told
Trying
her,
to figure out what white person was mayonnaise.
well, I told her, I said, "That's colorist." I said, "Why you keep doing that?" Girl, you colorist calling me mayonnaise. But she was trying to make me remember a content creator in the past that she swear up and down that's who RY was as a man.
And that's what see, there are people saying that now that it used to be a man and now it's a woman. And I'm not trying to misgender or none of that.
Yeah,
but this shit is crazy how it keeps coming up though.
Well, I don't know. Even when she told me to think back of the content creators, but because of course she know that I remember everything. But I promise you, I don't know who in the hell she is talking about or who she's referencing. I know that we had a lot of trans people before, but
I hope she ain't thinking
RY don't remind me of them. So that's why I'm like, girl, I don't know.
And I'm like, I've been here for a long time, and I'm like, damn, is Jay gonna ever say? Is it ever gonna come out? I'm not saying that I think she's a man. I'm not saying that. But it's just so crazy how people think she is.
I don't know who the auntie person is talking about saying that that's RY. I don't know.
And hey, Franny Mama. I mean, just the number of people calling her trans and the number of people saying she's a man and the number of people. I'm like, why do they keep doing that?
If you saw, like, she's got a picture where she used to be in her weight, right, before she had her weight loss.
I saw
she
that.
She is a straight up woman. That is not
that's
a trans woman.
I don't think she looks like a man. That's why I'm like, why are they saying that? Like, now there's some motherfuckers on here who I could say for sure look like a nigga, but when she be calling her nigga RY, I be like, am I missing something? I'm like, I don't see it.
I wonder if the auntie been over there because Diva put RY all the way out on Front Street. The auntie must have missed that post.
Yeah, she put her name.
That's a woman out there.
The pictures. And I thought that was supposed to go to court too. But I don't know. But yeah, she don't look like a man to me. She don't, but you know, I don't know. But yeah, I was like, why is she? I didn't know if she just didn't like her, or if there's a reason behind why she calls her that, or I know she don't like envy. But I didn't know that there was like a thing there. But anyway. But they said they both got to go. They said RY, Envy, they both got to go. They stay running plays, and now they got $60K for a lawyer. You know, and talking about Envy still got a colostomy bag. They was like really going in on them too. I was like, damn. Let me just take notes, child. Let me just take notes. Oh, and then MU. They wasn't dragging MU or nothing, but they was just like, and she over there acting like she didn't know that he used to be doing, you know how people always say to her or about in reference to her that she must not know what he used to be or what his past is. And they said how he be acting like she be acting like he wasn't over there whispering the same sweet nothings over there at Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I guess referring to MU. They said you acting like he wasn't saying the same sweet nothings to you at night like he was doing to Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And I was like, okay, I guess they talking about MU. But she needs 3 reputable people. She said Paulette. She put the word out, Paulette. She needs 3 and she said not Queen 88. She said unless it's a challenge, don't call Queen 88. Miss Paulette, you better get on it.
I'm trying to figure out why they put Paulette on the case instead of Room Shaker.
I don't know.
Because I kept hearing that lady calling somebody shaky 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 Shot, and I didn't know who in the hell it was.
That's
But
who
that's
they
what
were
she
talking
called.
about when they were saying
Yeah,
shaky,
that's
shaky.
Shaky Shaky Shot. That's Room Shaker. That's what they
But
call
see,
her.
last night, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not saying the connection was bad. We could hear Bertha May really good, but Auntie wasn't coming through how she normally comes through. So I had to have like turn all my shit all the way up. I had to put it on my speaker and everything, my Bluetooth. So some of the shit it wasn't really coming through really clear last night. But for the most part, it was a good, good show. But yeah, people were trying to tell her like, we can't hear you, we can't hear you. She need to speak up. But they did the best they could. They really
Yeah,
did.
Bertha May over there with the auntie on the Obama phone. I'm gonna have to let Bertha May know since she be dragging, she
Well,
drag
I know
everybody
when
else.
KRN when ATV on KRN, he has to hook up, like he has to put his phone like right in front of his speaker in order for us
He
to
put
hear.
the phone in front of the speaker, but then also he have a Bluetooth
Yeah, that's what
uh
I meant in front of
speaker
the
thing.
Bluetooth. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And I'm wondering if maybe that's what's missing with their connection. I think
Hmm.
because I know the first episode I was up in there and I was watching, and you're right. That their first episode was very hard to hear from the auntie side. So if you
Hmm.
telling me that last night was worse than that, child, I gotta
Especially in the beginning.
charge up my Bluetooth headphones. These the loud ones that I cuss a bitch out with, and then hopefully I'll
Hmm.
be able to hear.
Yeah, it was especially it was bad in the beginning, but I guess it got better. You can hear, you can hear. It's just what ain't as clear. But yeah, and then who else was they going in? They went in on everybody. They went in on Ness, talking about what they call that shit, what they call that shit, Quinceañera. They said, did y'all have a quinceañera going on over there? No, wasn't it a wedding
Um,
or
I
was
don't
it
know.
like a
When I went on
reunion or?
LSA, they were showing a whole bunch of pictures. Somebody at LSA, I guess, got a membership over there, and they were showing a whole bunch of pictures, and they were showing how the whole family be over there bleaching.
Oh. Well, I have seen a whole bunch of footage on Nessus. I don't know where. I don't know if she's putting shit on membership, but I know I saw a whole lot of videos over on Ness. She had a whole bunch of shorts showing her family and her aunties and mom. They are pretty. They are real pretty, but they was like, "Why you ain't pretty like your aunties and aunts? Like, what happened to you?" And shit like that. And they was talking about her uncles, talking about they clothes was too tight, too short, too tight. But yeah, they was going in on a lot of people. And I don't even like calling it going in. I love their little roasting gag. Like I said before, shit, AT went in on me one time and I was laughing. Like sometimes if you can't laugh at yourself, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like Jay Dunn, I'm sure she probably don't like to be called mayonnaise, but some of the shit they be saying is just funny.
Yeah, when they first said mayonnaise, I didn't know who in the hell she was talking about. And
I
she
didn't
was like,
either for a long time.
mayonnaise, and I said, girl, you colorist. I need to make a note of that for my next morning show. Let me call her out.
Yes.
Which I'm
And
like,
Jay
why
Dunn,
the
could
hell?
you please
What?
make a list of all their nicknames? Because I'm trying to get used to all the nicknames. I know that Ro is Jiminy Cricket, right?
Yeah, Ro is Jiminy Cricket. They talk about Jiminy Cricket.
Okay,
Uh,
and Shakim is the Keebler, right? The Keebler elf.
is he?
Uh-huh. Yep. Because she was
Okay.
talking about the Keebler.
Okay.
Yep. And she was referring to she was referring to the Keebler when she was referring to like Ro.
Okay.
Because she said she she was talking about both of them, but she said what she say? Oh, he said they said to Shakim, or how you talking about people when you just got up? Because I guess they said he was talking about Ro,
Hmm.
talking about Ro. And they was like, well, how you talking about the cricket when you over there just got out of sleeping in your car through the summer, the fall, the winter, and the spring? And they called him the Keebler. So yeah, that's Shakim.
Okay.
But
Okay.
she said she's
You right
working
about
on blocking out Shakim. She's
Little
working on
Dusty.
getting them blacked out and
That's
Envy.
That's a little dusty for me. That's little ashy elbows, ashy
Yeah, a lot of people
kneecaps.
call him Dusty. Yeah, a lot of people do call him Dusty, but I guess they
Just
call him
gave
Keegan.
him that nickname, and I will forever be Little Dusty for me. Okay. and,
And
and, and look,
I call him the Billy Goat.
and the Billy Goat. Yeah, that's the other one.
Oh, but then they was talking about Brian. I don't know what Brian did. I don't think they said what he did, but they was like, and we tired of Brian. They would never want to meet him in person because he done been on pain pills, diet pills, Slim Fast, Jenny Craig, garbage bags, and ain't lost a goddamn pound since we met him over at Five Babes.
Damn, the aunties was giving everybody hell. What?
And I don't know what Brian did. They just start going in. I don't know.
Oh, you call him Celebrity Bed Bug? Oh, very cute. That was
Not
funny.
Celebrity Bed Bug. But do y'all remember when we first met him around when he was around there over with Five, and they called him Brian the songwriter engineer, what is extraordinaire or something?
And what song has he really created?
I don't know.
That I mean, I'm seriously asking. I wasn't around when he first come around. Like, did he actually have music at one time?
He used to
No.
sing like Jay Wilson. He used to like sing every now and then on his videos.
Oh, and yeah, she not talking about Brian. She's talking about the little Billy Goat.
Yeah,
But she talking about the bed bug.
celebrity bed bug.
The one that called himself the music extraordinaire or something like that.
I know we know you talking about Brian, but I don't. That's why I asked that question, because literally when he came around, y'all remember I took that little break, and yeah.
Unless they mixing two Brians together, because one second they said Brian, the one that we met when we met Five Babe, or
He's
the one that
on
we
with
met
Brian
over at Five
Hello.
Babe, and then they said Brian, the one who used to be the songwriter. And then they also said he wear garbage bags, been on every diet.
And yeah, very curious said Brian used to sing a lot on his page.
Yeah, he used to sing a lot on his page. He would just bust out into a song like Jay Wilson.
Now I know I'm terrible at that. I can't say shit
And
on
they
that.
also said, oh yeah, as big as he is, he got to walk around with a gun. So that, yeah, I'm assuming they talking about Brian.
Yeah, that's who they have to be talking about. That's the only one we got. We ain't got another Brian. Now, you know, we got like a couple Hoods. We got a couple of this. That. There's only one Jay Dunn. There's only one Brian. You know what I'm saying? That I know of in this sector. If a new one come around, I'd be like, ooh, who's you? But what they ended up, what they say about him? What happened?
Yeah, you're right, Carrie. He used to sing a lot on his channel. And Nisi said, y'all, it's the freaking weekend. It's the freaking weekend. And I'm trying to be in the house, being lazy, in the AC, because I don't do this hot ass humidity shit. I'm telling y'all. I can't do it.
When I get off this panel with y'all, I have to catch up on my big brother for tomorrow. And the only reason why I just thought about that too is because DC had texted me to push the time back because she got something to do. So I gotta push that back. But
you know, I come in there and I hit that like button every time, and I do not watch Big Brother. But I was looking at the picture from this year. I'm thinking to myself as I'm looking at these people, where are they finding these people at?
The people, they go fill out an application, girl. Oh, and sometimes they find them on social media too. That's one thing. A lot of the time, with shows
one
like
fine man I can look at. What the hell?
Ain't it like 10?
Well, it's 16 of them. But what I will tell Charlie, as it relates, back in the day, they used to pick people because they applied. But now with social media, it seems like the casting people go and find people, content creators. Right. And that's what has messed up the game in some cases, because it's somebody that's not passionate about it. They just trying to get famous.
They just want to be on. Yep.
Uh-huh.
They want their 5 minutes of fame.
They used to actually compete, and now it's a, what do you call that, a popularity contest.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They really just hoping to go viral or be able to go, because a lot of times when you get on Big Brother, I don't know if y'all know, but they are locked into a CBS contract. And I think the contract is typically between 3 to 5 years. So that's why too you notice a lot of Big Brother people end up being on Survivor later, or vice versa.
Mm.
Or they end
Oh,
up being
okay.
on the soap operas. So once you sign that contract with CBS as a Big Brother person, then under contract, they will sometimes get you to compete or to be a part of different CBS shows. So that's another reason why people from social media really flock to it. But again, that's for the wrong reason. You're not there really to play the game. You're just trying to get famous.
Well, let me ask y'all something about Catherine. The last thing I wanted to talk about, unless y'all got something else. But is she really writing a book? It wrote like 15 chapters in 2 days.
She says she is.
You ain't seen the book? You didn't
No,
see it?
where is it?
Girl,
Is it
Catherine,
on Amazon?
no. It's in a composition notebook. I ain't even lying. Catherine turned on her camera when she was over at the nursing home when I was watching to show us the book that she was writing. And I kid you not, it's a composition one.
Like one of these composition notebooks I made for my grandbaby for his first day of kindergarten.
Exactly like that, but hers is black. I promise. And that's what Catherine is opening. And she even
Oh,
had
that's black
she
underneath.
she turned on her camera and showed the audience the book that she was writing. And when I tell you, she might
Oh
have had
my god.
5 sentences. And I'm like, come on now, Catherine, this your book? But child, that's her book.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah,
So
those
I'm trying to
composition
figure out
books,
how
they're
she
black
wrote.
underneath. I just decorated the tops. But yeah, those are the black books. They cost like
Okay.
$1 something at the dollar store.
And the crazy thing is, if she done wrote 15 chapters in a composition notebook, what?
But it's only like, I mean, Ace's notebook is like, it's not even that many pages in there.
I
So is it
think
a
that's what Jay
pamphlet?
Dodd's saying is that
Is it a
the 15
pamphlet?
chapters in that small of a book.
Right. How? I'm trying to figure out how she do it. Because I
They
know
gonna
when she
get on.
first
They gonna be like,
showed
this is a pamphlet 2.0. You remember the pamphlet?
uh-huh. When she first showed it, it sure was. She opened that book and she was proud. And I'm thinking to myself, girl, you want to type out your book, because how in the hell did you what editing company do you think is going to transcribe everything that you done scrabbled up in that damn composition notebook? Everything that's going on up in your brain.
Well, they said they're gonna try to leave her alone. They're gonna try to lay off of her unless she happen to fall down the stairs or something dramatic.
I should not have just tried to eat a Sour Patch Kid. I almost choked.
And I had to remember that's Charlie People. Charlie, ain't that your moderator, Charlie?
Yep, and I'm a moderator
Woo!
for her. Yes, I am.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
my
Charlie
bad.
People.
My bad. My bad.
Why you think I ain't being as messy? Okay, champ.
My bad. I don't know. They had me cracking up though over there. They was talking about she stalking the congregation for some barbecue, for some hamburgers and hot dogs. I don't know. That shit is funny.
I remember when Charlie used to go live every morning over there, and I'd be over there. And that's the only time I saw Catherine Rope over there. That's how I know that's her people, because Catherine would be there faithfully.
Oh, she
Yes, she
was there. That's
did.
why she got the mod stick. Because she
Yep,
was
Mm-hmm.
there
yep.
faithfully, no lie. And Jay
Mm-hmm.
Dizzle was always there. I'm gonna say
Mm-hmm.
that one faithfully. Sheikah always showed up faithfully. The hood table always showed up when she could, because she would be at work a lot of time when I was live. You know what I mean? But I can name
Yeah,
the
Jay
people.
Dunn, I can be in her lives while I'm getting ready for work. When Charlie went
Mm.
live, I was literally working and I could probably type in the
See,
chat.
I used
But
to wake up, watch Jay Dunn, switch over to watch VC, and then go live. That's what I
mhm.
did.
Yep. I be listening to Jay Dunn all the way to work. But dang, I could have sworn you were supposed to be live earlier today. Because when I
Well,
went to work, you wasn't on.
see, I missed it. I did. And it's just my fault. I'm gonna have to get back on the ball, because I had to really engage in this beef with Ness. it knocked me off of my times because I would just come in whenever I had some shit that I need to say. But next week is gonna be back to our regularly scheduled program.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
knew
because I
I wasn't
watch you when I
tripping.
drink my coffee in the morning. I'll be like, Jay Dunn's replay, click.
Yep, I knew I wasn't tripping because I got up this morning and
Yeah,
was riding out on the highways and the byways, and I turned and I'm looking while I'm on the interstate. Like, let me get off of here before I fucking try wreck this damn car trying to find Jay Dunn.
well, and see, and this one of the things too, which is like a learning lesson for me, because how can I say? So okay, so that conversation was definitely out of the blue, but I enjoyed that. But then when I tried to go over there at Uppity, and was up over there, then how does anybody expect me to be up at 4:30? So that's a learning curve right there where I'm gonna have to support, like, still support people, but at my own time, because I think I was over there at Uppity until
It was like
had to
11 or
be
12.
yeah. So it's like, who, because I really do sleep, and it's like, well, I can't wake up at 4:30 and get my notes together for a morning show because I was over there. But I'm gonna
I
get
feel
back.
you. I
Mhm.
had
Well,
that
that's
issue
okay.
too.
Charlie, the one who been MIA on the lives, that is. But I understand Charlie got some things going on and personal stuff, and
Health be
we all
healthy.
have to take breaks every now and then. So yeah.
But I will say this, I did have to learn that myself, Jay Dunn. Is like I was, and when I first started out, I got so gung ho about everything that I was stretching myself way too thin, right? Trying to support this person, that person. And it's cool to support. That's why I started doing like replay gang on stuff I couldn't catch, right? And I made sure the person know, like I would say something that happened in their life or something like that. You've seen me do it with you before. You know what I'm saying? Because like I can't catch everything when everything's live. I can't. I'm only one person.
Right, right, and not only that, um, the fact that I really had to stay over there and monitor Uppities until I fell asleep because of them lying ass hoes over there. So that's why I was like, but come Monday, I'll be back.
You
All
know
right,
I gotta
Ace got
catch.
to leave, y'all. So Ace want to say bye. Say bye, hoodies.
Bye, hoodies.
Say love
Bye,
you guys.
Ace.
I love
All
you
right,
guys.
bye,
Have a good
Ace.
weekend.
Have a good weekend.
All right, bye. Love you. All right.
Ace done grew up. You
I
Yes,
need to
he's
know.
keep that.
fine.
You need to keep that composition book. Let him write him a novel like Catherine.
Oh my God.
You know what his gonna be? My nana made me this thing for my room with the cars and stuff like that. My yaya, and she totally like made me my own T-shirt.
I actually bought him like 5 books and a whole bunch of other stuff too.
You know, yaya spoiled that baby.
It
Girl, he
was one of
already
Catherine.
spoiled.
It was one of Catherine's lives that I called. This had to be about a week or two ago, and she actually read some of the stuff from the book. The only thing that I remember from her book that I've heard is she got a chapter about her stepdaddy, because she was talking about how her stepdaddy, how he swept her mama off her feet. He
Did he
met.
do something to her? Because I could have sworn I heard in the commentary
No,
somebody daddy and somebody bed and some. Oh, never mind. Just forget it.
the stepdaddy was actually on Catherine's side. When I heard her reading about it, what she wrote.
Maybe they talking about somebody
Essentially,
else in the
because
sector then.
Catherine's mama can't stand her, and the stepdaddy used to step in about how Catherine was being treated.
Well, maybe they were talking about somebody else's. I remember they were talking about somebody's dad getting in bed, granddaddy, some shit. I was like, whoa, whoa. I don't know, child.
Mm-hmm. But basically, she is writing something. But that's what I remember hearing her talk about. It's really her just talking about other people though. Cause I'm like, well, when is we gonna get to the chapter about you?
Yeah, the chapter about her, like, is stalking down to the pastor and why they say she jealous of the first lady. And why they
Right.
say she look like the original black Quaker Oats. What they
Pilgrim. The
what they
Black
call
Pilgrim.
her? Black Pilgrim.
Yeah.
from the Mayflower.
Yeah.
I swear to God, when Sean Bradley said that shit, I about died. I couldn't stop laughing. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. I can't get that out of my mind, y'all. And it's the big hats and the long Laura Ingalls looking dresses, Little House on the Prairie. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. That shit was funny. But anyway, what else? Anything else I missed before we get off of here? Any direction I should go? I wanted to watch Pizza, but they
Well,
said they took down that
once I
live.
get off here, Pizarro's live is gone. I'm
Yeah.
about to actually click off of here now, and I'm on listen to these aunties, see if I could
Mhm.
listen to them, and then I'm gonna look at my big brother. But it was good being up here with y'all for a few.
Yeah, you just gotta turn your speaker all the way up or hook it up to your Bluetooth. Cause they in the beginning they wasn't coming through too good as far as AT, but it got better as you kept listening. But yeah, you definitely might have to hook it up to a speaker.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll talk to y'all later.
All
Okay,
right,
bye.
and if you go live later, I'll be over there.
Okay, all right.
All
Bye.
right, huh?
Bye, J Dizzle.
J
Yeah,
Dizzle for
it's been
shizzle.
a crazy. I will say that right now, I know that Envy's live and he's talked about something. I don't know. Let me see who else, because I always look to see who else is going. Mrs. Intel is also live, and it says nice hatred. She got jealousy in her heart. I'm doing more than you. Who cares? And Resto's up there, Coolin's up there, and Mrs. Intel, of course, is her channel, right? And then let's see. I was seeing if anybody else from the beef sector, because I got other people on
You
here.
see Envy's title? What up, Austin? Envy's title says the setups for receipts is not just one CC. No more rules. Don't say I didn't tell y'all. Child.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and what was I was gonna say? Um, it was something, Chad. I done forgot already. I don't know why. Oh God, it was no, but the stuff with last night over at Lemons, the thing that's been going around, with Dragons and Lemons. I'm like, what I think with that situation is that Dragons got so hyped. You know how when you get hype about your birthday and everybody talking about celebrating, and then you forget what you said to one person and you say something else to another. I think she just got too hyped.
Well, what did
But
she say? What happened? I missed it.
okay, so she was over there at Lemon's house, and they was talking about when they were going to celebrate their birthday, right? And Pizza, she puts on the birthday party every month for people. And Lemon wanted Pizza to put it on so he didn't have to do no work, on his birthday, right? Because it's literally his birthday. You don't want to have to worry about bringing people up on the link and doing all that stuff. And then, Dragon said, "No, I want to do it over here. I want to do it over here, and it's our birthday, G, on your panel or something like that." And then supposedly there was a miscommunication, and then she was supposed to do a after show for Nessa's challenge, and kind of do like a birthday party over there kind of thing. And
Hey, Miss
then
LA.
so there was this huge kerfuffle, and then Ms. Intel's like, well, what was the problem with me throwing the birthday party? And so they got into it, and now they not cool for the time being for some reason. And then she told Lemon that she wants to have Ness at least part of the party, but Ness is not welcome at Lemons or something. And some of the people like Shakim and things like that. So it was like I don't know. I guess I don't know if you want to say a miscommunication, or because when I listened to when she was over there at Pizzas and they were talking about it with Ness, it seemed like she was hyped to do all three, right? And and then there was arguments about who was going to have what birthday party, who was going to do it when, where, all this other stuff. I'm like, just say, hey, you know what? I got hype. I got excited, so I was like, yay, let everybody, let's do it everywhere. And you have to realize you're only one person. You can't be in all places at once, because if her competition is on the 16th and it goes, like people said, to 10, 11 o'clock, then how is she supposed to also have the after party and do the thing with Lemon. And Mrs. Intel did change hers, I believe, for the Leos to the 15th instead of the 16th. She usually goes.
Oh.
Yeah. So she said she was out of it. She wasn't gonna be like y'all can have that. I'm not getting in that argument over who's throwing what. It was a hot ass mess, Miss LA. You know what I'm saying? And it was so much being said that, like, if you didn't watch Lemon's live, then go watch Miss Intel's live, then go watch Ness's live, then go watch Dragon's live, then go back to Lemon's house. You only get a quarter of the story. You see what I'm saying? So you had to go to all those places.
It all depends on the main purpose of the party. Is it just to be on your panel with your supporters, or is it for the clicks and views of the channel holder, or are you really trying to celebrate with everybody in the masses? You got to figure all that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this.
And just one second, Charlie. Keep talking. I'm gonna answer my door, okay?
All right, I'm in August 11th, so I'm 5 days older than them. They got to respect their elders, but that's a joke. They can have their birthday on their day on the 16th and do whatever they want. But as one single person, you have to realize you cannot stretch yourself to 4 different places at the same time. It's not going to work, because you're going to let down, instead of just letting down one person, you're letting down every person that you promised, you know what I'm saying, and yourself, because you can't do it all. You just can't. It's not physically possible. You can't be in 3, 4, 5 places at one time. You can try, but it's going to be like somebody's always going to be let down. So you got to make your choices, even if you hurt somebody's feelings or you choose a specific way, and you have to be ready for those consequences. So if you done made plans with one friend, go make plans with another friend and then another friend, and those 3 plans don't interact well, you're going to have issues. So, and I understand Ms. Intel said she didn't really want to post the party on the 16th, even though Lemon wanted her to, because she would already be helping host, Mrs. Ness's competition.
Well, why can't they do 2 parties? Why can't Lemon and Dragons do theirs on his panel? And
well, that's what.
Do one on a different day for everybody.
That's basically what Mrs. Intel said. She changed because of what Mrs. Intel basically said. It would be too much for her to host both that competition and then go do a birthday party. You know what I'm trying to say? And that is true. And so she wants to do hers on the 15th, that she does for the Leos every month. Or, she does every month she does whoever's star sign. She does the star signs. Like if you're a Leo, you're a Scorpio, you're a Sag, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She does that, for the people for their birthday. And so she's going to host the competition. And then now Dragons has said that she was going to do her own live as an after party for the contest. It wasn't going to be about a birthday, but it was going to be about a birthday. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know about that one. And then go over to Lemons. But to me, it should be competition and then to Lemons. But she still, if she's over there at the competition, she is going to miss out when Lemons starts, because the way the times add up. If they're both on the Pacific Standard Time and they're both going live within an hour or 2 of each other, you know what I'm trying to say? There's not going to be a space in there for the after party.
Okay, so help me and confuse me. What day was Lemon and them supposed to have their party?
Their birthday is the 16th.
And that's the same day that Pisa normally throws her monthly birthday party?
No, okay, so to unconfuse you. It is very confusing. Okay, start from the beginning. Ness's competition was already set up. She didn't know that their birthday was the 16th. They had originally had it for a different day, and it didn't work for the judges, so they changed it to the 16th. Okay, there's that going on. Mrs. Intel was asked to put on the party on Lemon's birthday on the 16th. And she was like, well, it's going to be a little much me doing, because she's hosting, if I'm not mistaken, the challenge on that same day. But she said she'd be willing to do it, blah, blah, blah. She was, trying to be accommodating, even though it was too much. Then over at Lemon's page, Dragons was like, no, we're going to have it over here. We're going to have it over here. And then on another panel.
So that's how it came to be, where they both was going to happen on the same night, the challenge and the party. Okay.
Well, the reason it's happening it is happening. It's just we don't know where the birthday part. Mrs. Intel changed her monthly thing to the 15th, so that's out of the storyline now, right? That's out of the storyline. But we still don't know if it's going to be on. Lemon's still talking about doing his on his channel because it's his birthday too, right? The 16th is his birthday, and he's going to have it live on his birthday. But now we don't know if Dragon says she's going to be at Lemons, but she also says she was going to do her own thing too on her channel.
Oh, Lord.
So it's like a confusion, if that makes sense. And it
sounds like Dragons doesn't want it to be on pizzas.
Yeah, she said that.
She's willing to do it herself, or she's willing to do it with Lemon, but it sounds like she's not willing to do it with pizza. So again, just do it yourself. I mean, if it's your birthday.
It just got so confusing because of all the stories.
I mean, if it was my birthday, I would have it where I want to have it. And if I didn't feel like I want to have it somewhere else, then I won't have it somewhere else.
And Dragons reiterated last night that same thing on Women's Panel, is that she didn't want to have it over at Mrs. Intel's because not everybody was welcome. And then she said something about Lemons.
What I'm saying. It's nothing against pizza, so I just want to make that clear. But Dragons knows that a lot of people don't care for her. So maybe she feels more comfortable on his panel or on hers. So that's what I'm saying. Like, just why make it so? Just do your party.
I think what messed it up was because of the yeah, we'll do it over here, or yeah, we'll do it over here. Yeah, we'll do this too. And all of it come together made a huge confusing mess. You get what I'm saying? Instead of saying, this is the reason I want to have it here. This is my saying. I want to do it.
And they're making it too complicated. It's not that. It's a birthday party. It's a virtual party. You can do it any day of the week. Most people don't even do their shit on their birthday.
I'm not doing it on my birthday.
Yeah, I hardly ever
y'all will see me
on my birthday.
Y'all will see me celebrate my birthday. But you're not going to probably see me on the day of because I'm going to be with family. We're probably going to go out to eat. I ain't no telling. We may end up doing it the day after because mine and hubby's anniversary and my birthday fall in the same month. And it's just a few days apart. So we're going to
celebrate my birthday with my family. And then I'll have something on here also. But this is not my celebration be all end all. You know what I mean? Like some people.
I'm going to celebrate all week long.
I heard Bertha Man saying like some people come over here and they don't spend time with their family. They don't do nothing outside of YouTube for their birthdays. They celebrate everything on YouTube. Like they don't have nobody outside of YouTube to celebrate it with. Not saying that's this case, but a lot of people do celebrate everything on YouTube. And I think it's okay because if you have a lot of people that support you on here, whether it's a baby shower or you just bought your first house, or you know what I'm saying, some people be having like they might get their first apartment, or they might want to have a what do you call it, the Amazon thing. I've done the Amazon thing before.
I still ain't did mone. Everybody when I first got the house,
girl, how been on?
I still ain't. Now? It's been 4 years now that y'all been on my ass.
4 years, you done probably got everything you need by now. Shit.
I was supposed to do a housewarming 4 years ago, child. I forgot all about it.
Yeah, I did a housewarming, a virtual housewarming party for my house when I got my house. So people do birthday lists or the wish list and stuff like that. But what I heard Uppity say the other day when she was talking to Lady Nico and Jay Dunn, she said she don't get out a lot. So a lot of times when she's on YouTube, she likes to be around the people who she thinks appreciate her, who really like her. She likes to, be in their chats and on their panels because she don't get out a lot, being, with her daughter and, her kids and whatnot. I can understand that. So sometimes people do, they do value having their parties on here with their peeps. And if Dragon don't feel comfortable that people will be over there really supporting her, I get it. Because she do be getting dragged in the chats. You know what I'm saying? She be getting dragged in the chats like crazy.
Oh, so, happy 50th, Miss Esley, whenever it is, child.
I wouldn't want to be on my birthday night getting dragged by every other person in the chat.
Well,
You know what I
what
mean?
she said was that also, like, she wants, when she's up on the panel, she just wants it to be chilled. She don't want no fighting. And she
And
said,
right.
I think it was last year that somebody and her got into it over at Miss Intel's or something, and it just ruined the night or something. I don't remember exactly.
I don't remember what happened, but I do remember the night. I do remember it was a little riff. But Miss LA said my 50th, I still don't know what to do. Well, you could always take a trip somewhere. Always take a trip somewhere. Or like I don't know, a lot of people that I know who turn 50, they rent out a big banquet hall. They deck that mug out. They get food. They have DJs. They just turn the fuck up. And then maybe you could do that and then still plan a trip somewhere or plan to do something. But y'all know me, I'm big on birthday parties. Y'all done seen me party every damn year since I've been on here on my birthday. Our family is big on birthday parties. It don't matter how old you are. We are big on birthday parties from the kids to the older, to the elder. I said olders, to the elders. But yeah. But it's about 2 hours, girl. I'm about to get on here and take my medicine. You know, they said I had an upper respiratory infection. That's why I was sick, right? So if y'all can tell, I might still be a little nasally and stuff. But oh my God, I sound like almost 80% better than what I sounded like maybe even 3 days ago. So this medicine they gave me, Charlie, they gave me this tiny little pills. They like clear, but they kind of brownish, but they kind of clear too. They gave me some of those, and then they gave me some liquids, and they told me to keep taking Tylenol as well because they thought I might have had pneumonia because I told them it hurts on my sides when I cough and breathe. And so they did the x-rays and shit. They said, nope, it's not pneumonia. But what it is you've been coughing so hard that your muscles from your stomach, restricting your stomach walls or whatever they call it. They said that's why your stomach hurt because you've been coughing so hard and you're restricting, when your stomach moves, like
Yeah.
when you're coughing real
Your
hard.
muscles are hurting and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So I thought I had pneumonia.
I'm glad it ain't pneumonia though.
I'm so glad because I had that years ago, and oh my God.
Oh, her birthday ain't until the first week of January, and I don't blame you for not wanting to go out the country till the orange dude is gone.
Hey, that's how I feel. Like real shit, Charlie. People have been asking me to go here, go here, go here, and I'm like, nope, I can't do it. It's so many things going on in the country now, Charlie, and it don't matter what color you are. I'm just being funky, right? It don't matter what color you are. It's a lot of shit going on inside, outside the country, but especially outside the country. And I just prefer to stay right where I'm at
I
for the
ain't going
time
out. I'm
being.
gonna tell you, there's a lot of places that I think are beautiful outside the United States, but would I go there? No, and there's a couple of them. And the reason so is there have been too many people, especially Americans, being unalived.
That's what I'm
Right?
saying. It don't matter what color you are.
And then kidnappings, all these other things. Okay, let me
And how
say
many
this
people
one.
gotta wake up to the damn what's that shit, Charlie? The prox of the high what's the shit? The gas. You know what I'm talking about? The gases, they dying from the gases overnight. The
Oh, you
what is
talking
it
about
called? Carbon dioxide.
carbon
Carbon,
dioxide?
carbon. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like all the people that's dying for that over there in those hotels and Airbnbs. Like what the fuck is
And
going
I
on?
must say this too, like when like
Carbon
my
monoxide. That's
husband,
what I meant.
his first marriage, their honeymoon, they went to Jamaica, right? And he said when he went to a bank, they had to follow him, like the local that from the resort to the bank with a AK, not just anything, and stand in front of him and protect. Like you're okay on the resort grounds in a lot of places,
Yeah,
right?
on the resort.
But if you leave, you could be, targeted. And
Yeah.
so I'm like, I want to go visit all these places, but then, there's religious things in certain countries that me and you being female, right? If our head's not covered or we're not with a male, right? And especially being women, I'm gonna say this: men, yeah, they're liable to be kidnapped, all these other things, but us women what could be trafficked, all these other things. So us women have to be 10 times, 20 times, 30 times more vigilant even in the country, but much less in a foreign land that we don't know. You know what I'm trying to say? At least here, we could call some family member we might have in another city. You know what I'm saying? Or a friend. But you in a foreign country, and some of these foreign countries have, things about women, right? Yeah, a lot of these countries like to snatch women up off the walk in, and I'm not saying people should be fearful all the time, and I get that, but I have that fear. That's for me. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. When my sons be coming over and when they be leaving, if they forget to like turn on the alarm or something, I be like, y'all know y'all better turn on that alarm. They like, Mama, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. I'm like, listen, you think fat people don't get kidnapped? They always get a chuckle out of that. I'm like, you think they don't want fat people? You think fat people can get kidnapped? They might want us to cook in one of their houses where they keeping everybody. You never know. Like,
well, here's the thing. Also, I'm gonna say this: we growing up in the areas that we have, right? We know you're supposed to keep your head on a swivel at all times. I don't care if you think you safe, you ain't. You know what I'm saying? So
at all times,
that is one of the best things that I will say that taught me, right? Because I think that growing up in each place teaches you something, and everything you go through, whether you live in the hood, whether you live in the country, whether you live in, it don't matter.
Be in the bougiest neighborhood, and somebody could drive by and snatch your ass up for ransom. But like, shit can happen to anybody, and that's
bougie people. Yeah, because they didn't grow up like we did, watching and looking for things and being vigilant, right? And we know to keep an eye on everything. Like we can look straight ahead, but we see everything that goes on around us, from the right to the left, even behind us. Even though we ain't got no eyes in the back of our head, we got eyes in the back of our head.
Even you get what I'm saying? They knew I had eyes in the back of my head when they was growing up.
But I'm thankful that living in the hood like I did taught me that, right? I'm thankful. Like, yes, I have lived in the black hood. I've lived in the white hood. I've lived in the trailer park. I've lived in the country. You know what I'm saying? I've lived in a little bit of everything. And I'm thankful for each one of those places because they taught me something. And it made me a better person and a more, like I know that I could take ramen noodles and make 50 different meals out of it. And I'm going to feed you and it's going to be good. Right?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Room Shaker, why I just found out that you was shaky. I'm like,
you know who I thought they was talking about when they said shaky?
I thought they was talking about the real shaky.
Yeah, that's who I was talking about. That's who I thought they was talking about. But he's still in jail.
This time, I'm like, who's shaky? And then yesterday it hit
Did MC Shaky ever get out of jail?
Yeah, MC Shaky got out of jail probably about 6 months ago or longer.
Oh, okay.
It's been a minute. He's been out of jail for a minute. But he was over there doing his thing on his channel like he never left. Getting all the clicks and views and everything. But yeah, when they said her name last night on 227, and it was like shaky, it was something they said something after that they said. I said, "Oh, y'all talking about Rule Shaker all this time?" Like,
now they
call her shaky shy. That's what they call her, shaky shy.
Well, she's from the Shy. Yeah,
for Chi-Town, Chicago.
Yeah,
I was like, you know what?
I call her Shaker. See, I put an A at the end.
Shaking, baby. They be like shaky.
And people done stole that nickname, Shaker.
That's cute though, shaky shy. That's cute.
They done stole my shaker and everything. And then somebody mispronounced it when I put it in chat one time. I don't know how. When I put Shaker, SHAKA, Shaker. They called it Shaka or something. Shaka, who's Shaka? I'm like,
I just be putting what up RS in the chat. What up RS? What's up Maz chat? How y'all doing?
Well, you know they do you DH.
Yeah, they do me DHT. What up DHT? I'll be like, what up? What up though? What up?
They just call me Charlie. They just simplify it so
easy.
But they leave my E out half the damn time. And because this is the mess up though. There is another Charlie with an I in the sector, and their profile picture was literally at one time an I. And people keep doing that. I be thinking like, where the other Charlie? I ain't seen him in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the Charlie with the I. Even VS does it sometimes. And she knows mine, the IE.
Yeah, ain't he the only person I heard call you that? But when I finally got it last night, I was like, shake it, shy. That's okay, okay. You know they got a nickname. That's why I told Jay Dunn. I said, Jay Dunn, could you please get all the nicknames from 227 from Auntie and them? Because I done figured out most of them. But we need a list because they really do go by mainly nicknames on
Well,
their
you know, that's
show.
the way they used to do it back in the day.
That's
Back in
true.
the day at the beef sector, everybody
That's
had a,
true.
like,
Yep.
you had to
Yep.
figure out what nicknames was for who. Like, VS had her own set, Sean Bradley had his own set, Five Babe had her own set for certain people.
Mm-hmm.
And each one of the camps would run around with those nicknames for said people.
Yep, and that's what they was talking about last night too. They was talking about when they was talking about how Envy be doing his titles. They what did they say? They said they when they was talking about they wanted Miss Paulette to go over there and get three reputable people to come over here and talk to him about Envy. They was like he be making up titles like old Bertha Maiden walk down the street, we gonna talk about it tomorrow. Or Rip Roman to hit a ball and then it ran across the street and then Eli picked it up and we gonna talk about it tomorrow. They like why he gotta make these long ass titles to his show? Girl, I was cracking up. Not Eli that ran across the street and got the ball. But yeah, they was talking about the titles and shit. And, it takes me back to when back in the day, everybody had a nickname. And if you didn't catch up, remember Charlie, if you didn't get it, don't you put their name in the chat.
No shit. Yeah, oh yeah.
You would get
Your bug can get blocked.
Yep. You will get blocked if you put their name in the chat. You better hit somebody on IG in the back chat and figure out who the fuck
Like,
they
who they
talking about.
talking about?
I didn't never get caught up in that one. I was like, let me just sit here and keep listening, and it'll eventually click.
Yeah, eventually you did click because the story would match up with somebody. That's how you ended up figuring out the nicknames. Because even sometimes I wouldn't know the nicknames, and I'd be in that camp. They'd be talking about somebody else, and I'd be like, I don't even know who this is about. Because I didn't back in the day. Sometimes I got to snitch on myself. I didn't watch other people sometimes, so I would get off. Like I wouldn't know the story when it came out, if that makes sense, and I'd have to go back and watch after the fact, and I'd be like, ooh.
Yep. And I can usually pick up on it, but sometimes I can't pick up on it because see the reason why sometimes it's hard to pick up on because sometimes we don't get to watch everything. Like remember back in the Rona days, nobody was hardly working. We all on YouTube all day. You can watch storyline after storyline. So if somebody go live, somebody else go. I mean, we're literally watching this shit 24/7, right? But now it's
It was like days of our lives.
right. It was like days of our lives. But now it's like you might catch a live, then one might get blocked, one might get deleted, one might get. And if they using nicknames to tell the storyline and you weren't there, it's like who is they talking about?
That's what killed me though with the strike and shit that I get mad at. Because
Yeah.
I'll be wanting to go back and watch some of the lives and people having to take them down or things like that, and it messes it up because now somebody else is talking about what happened up there. You can't go see what happened to hear the real thing, so you just have to go by people's words that was there.
And that's why you also have to do better protecting your channel. Because it's a lot of people, I'm not saying they're bad people, but it's a lot of people who get on people's channels and they say the wildest shit. They say the wildest shit, and then people be like, "Oh my god, I gotta delete this. I gotta do this. Somebody's gonna strike me." Like, there we go again with the people saying shit on other people's panels that they might not do on their own panel.
You ain't never heard me disrespect the Hood Tables panel and say nothing that is against terms of service. In fact, I don't think I've ever been on any's panel and ever done that. Why? Because I respect the CC and I'm not going to take it to that point to mess up their channel. Like, just because I'm angry and might want to say something or do something, I'm not going to do it to the content creator that is allowing me to get up there and defend myself to mess up their channel. Like, I'm not going to show no blicky on. First off, I ain't going to do that anyway, because if you're about that, you ain't got to say it. And I'm sorry, that is not a slight against you, Mr. Meek, but me, myself, and I ain't got to tell you what I got, because I don't want you to know. I don't want you to know. You get what you, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I got my piece. You know I got it, but I'm not going to tell you yeah, I be joking, and I have said what I have to, in chat, but like to come up and tell you what I have and what I'm going to do, no, I'm not going to do that, because I'm not going to tell my left hand what my right hand doing. And if I'm going to do something, I ain't telling nobody, because I ain't snitching on myself. I'm sorry. I was taught not to snitch, and I ain't snitching on myself. So I ain't going to tell you what I got or what
Well,
I'm
I
going
done
to
said
do.
before, I got a 9mm Glock 17.
We got a Glock. We got a high
You
point, a 12, a 20, a 22.
I know y'all down in the country. Y'all probably got AKs and all kinds of
Shit.
shit.
I
Y'all
want
probably got them
one.
what's
That's
some big ass what's
high
the shit
caliber,
called?
hard rifle.
Shotguns. Y'all
Oh,
probably got
yeah,
all
we
that
got two
shit.
of them. We got a 12 and
Yeah.
a 20. We got a 12 and a 20. We got a pump,
Hey,
which is square,
vibrant.
and the 20 is the single shot.
See,
Yeah.
down there in the country, like, man, see, it's certain places where you already know. Like, you step foot on their property, you might lose all your toes. You might lose all your
We
toes.
got our 12 got that modified choke, baby. So that means I can put a slug in your ass.
Man, see, that's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about.
I can hit you with some bird shot all the way up to the slug. It's your choice.
I ain't got all that, but I'm gonna make my shit count. Okay, like some of my friends be like, "You got the popo gun?" Yep, I sure do.
Actually, mine's sitting over there in that drawer right now in its case. And right now we let my dad hold on to the high point, because hubby got a high point first, just playing around with it, and then he went and got his Glock. You know what I mean? So we got the high point and the Glock. So we're gonna hit you with 2 9s and a 12 and a 20 and maybe a 22 on top of that. So which pain do you want first? Is the question.
I know, yeah, like how do you want to go?
Do you want to go easy or hard? Because I'm gonna tell you, everybody thinks that nine gonna take them out easy.
What's that song by Tina Turner?
That 20,
slow. Or do you like
the 22? I'm gonna gut shot you, and baby, you going out slow.
See, I need to give me a little one.
That's what
told me. I need something that I can put in my pocket. Yeah, my son said, "Mom, that's cool and everything, but you need one that you can like put in your pocket." Just in case. And I'm like,
yeah, that's a little baby one's a little 25.
Yeah.
My mama had one. Let me tell you what my dumbass mama did. Thank God they all knew this. My mama, I swear to God.
What did Mama Charlie do?
She is like Medea in a white woman's body. Okay, so I gotta tell you, she's that crazy old lady. You know what I'm talking about? The one that wears her hair rollers in town.
Yeah.
And her yes, that's my mama child. She is ghetto fabulous. I love her. But so thank God everybody knew her. We lived in a small little place. We lived right down the street from the Popo office, right? I mean, right down the street. They all knew her. I knew the men and women who worked in the police department. They used to come check on me when my mama and daddy would go somewhere, and I'd be there by myself, even though I was old enough. I was 16. You know what I'm saying? They'd come check on me. And one lady offered to give me a canine dog. She breeds them and whatnot. So I knew all of them. And there was one lady cop who was white. There was black cop, all different races, right? My mama walks up in this thing. This City Hall, might I add you, with a police station added to it because it's a small town. And has her little 25 slinging around going, "Can I carry this? Is it all right if I take this with me everywhere I go?" I'm like, "Mama, thank God they knew you." She was crazy. Think about it. Swinging around a little 25 up in the Popo station around everybody. Just swinging around. Thank God they knew her. And they go, "Now, you're not supposed to have that in here." Yeah, but I'm just asking. But thank God they all knew her and stuff like that. But no, there was a gas station in that area that if you pulled up to, they used to do deals in it, and you could get robbed. And they did try to rob her.
Oh yeah, keep that little pew pew on you, mama. Now we used to have it where we had to have a CCW to carry concealed, and girl, we had to pay like $100 for the class, $100 for the $100 for all that kind of shit. But recently, over like the last 4 years, they switched it to where we don't have to have a CCW to carry, and we can open carry. Girl,
yeah, you have to have the permit for concealed carry, but down here, but you do not for open.
We don't have to have no permits at all anymore. But
all you got to be is 21 or older.
Exactly, and not have a felony. And so me, just wanting to be extra sure, I called the highway patrol office like 3 times. I'm like, now I know I already talked to somebody, but so you telling me I can have it in my seat? I can have it on the dash. I can have it under my clothes. I can have it in my purse. I can have it with no type of permits at all. There's like, yes, ma'am, but we don't recommend that you open carry, even though we can. They don't recommend it because one thing I learned when we did have to have the CCW license and the classes and all that is that you want the person, the suspect, you want to be the last person they ever think of that has a gun. So you don't want them to think that you even got something on you. Because if there's a suspect in a place and they're thinking to rob or they're thinking to shoot, or they're going to look for who they might think is carrying that can maybe defend and put them down. So they said we don't recommend people to open carry. You know, some
Oh, they
people, especially in the
actually,
South, it's a thing where they open carry. But they say if you open carry and somebody is planning to do something bad, they're going to put you down first.
I just looked, and ours has went through for concealed too. It says permitless open carry and concealed carry. It says Mississippi is a permitless carry state that allows both open and concealed carry for eligible adults without a license, featuring distinct rules for holders, vehicle storage, optional enhanced permits and stuff like
That's
that.
how ours is. That's how ours is. And
Yeah.
we've been fighting for that forever. I mean, we're the Cornhuskers. Like, come on now. Like most people 50 miles off from the city, everybody got guns. You know what I'm saying? They walking around with the shits, in the country areas and all that kind of shit. But people have been fighting for that in the city for a long time. And they finally passed it like 4 years ago. But me, I will never open carry. I will never let the next man know that I have something on me. No, never. They gonna find out by surprise.
Oh, and down here, you can get an enhanced permit. Residents can voluntarily complete an approved training course to obtain enhanced endorsements, which removes the restrictions in many previously off-limited areas like schools, bars, and churches, offers better out-of-state,
Yeah, we don't have that. We definitely don't have that. I wish we did because I hate sometimes how I have to leave my shit in the car locked up. I mean, I get it. No schools, no libraries, no colleges, no police precinct. I get it. But I would love to have that privilege just to take it wherever.
Yeah, down here you can actually get an endorsement if you take a special class where you can take it to those
Girl, let
restricted
me
areas.
have something like that here, Charlie. I'll be the first one down there.
Oh, and we also adopted where, like, let's say you're in your car and somebody's trying to carjack you and they grab the handle of your car. That's all they got to do while you in it. And you can pow where they stand through the window. You don't have to. It is a legal.
We can do that. We can do that. Like if somebody, like if you in fear of your life or something or your property, you can definitely protect your property. We just can't do no like anywhere else. Like you just can't have them trying to rob you and then you get away, they get away, and you shooting them in the back or shooting them while they running off, or even shooting them while they running off with your TV. You can't do that. You have to be like, you gotta feel like your life is like you can't get away from them. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm glad they changed our law because the way it used to be, if they touched your car, you couldn't do anything. If in case they came into your home, if they even had like just 1 foot in the door, if you
can blow them off the next century. Yes.
If back in the day, if you popped them out of the door, you would actually get in trouble for it. Now you won't, because the fact that they broke into that door, it doesn't matter if they fall back or not. In fact, if they're on your private property and you done told them to leave multiple times, or that you would be forced to do what you got to do, and you feel in any way, shape, or form in fear of your life, you can do what you got to do. Because we adopted.
Yeah, we don't got it like we don't got that like here yet, but they literally have to be like in your house.
We adopted Texas in your house,
but trying to break in, like let's say somebody trying to break in your house and they beating the door down and whoop, 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 you can defend yourself and shoot them. They don't have to have a foot in the door.
Yep, you can do it through the door now.
Yeah, they don't have to have a foot in the door. They can be coming through your glass window, bust out the glass. Charlie, when I tell you, they just gonna have to put me in court and ask me questions later. Because if anybody be banging at my door, like I told the police when I had the situation with old boy, that every time they came out, I said, "You look me up. I'm registered. I don't even need a license, but I can carry." I said, "I have a pistol. I'm letting y'all know that." They like, "Yes, ma'am. We know." Because, they do look up people. when they get calls and stuff, so they be knowing. But that's one of the rules. When you have a gun, you have to let an officer know
Oh, yeah.
that you have a gun. You have to. And so, even if it's way back in the basement dungeon of your house, you still have to say, I do have a gun in the house.
You know what's
And so I
crazy
made
though?
sure they knew that every time. If this fool comes through this door, and they would always tell me, ma'am, you have every right to protect yourself. But we're going to tell him, we're going to talk to him, we're going to talk to him again. And the last time they talked to him, I didn't hear nothing from him. It was funny though, Charlie, because my sons and them will be over here, and I'm like, look at this motherfucker out there. He up there nodding and waving. Hey, neighbor. Like, that's how I know for sure. I mean, I already knew he had a mind problem or mental problem, but I knew for sure. Like, do you know you could have went to jail 2-3 times and you're still up here? Hey, neighbor. Like, as if nothing happened.
That dude's psycho.
Yeah,
For
he's
real.
yeah.
I'm glad
They
he
said
gone.
he's schizo. They said he's schizophrenic and bipolar, and they said something else. I can't remember the other thing.
Well, you tell him you got a schizo crazy white sister who will come all
Girl,
the
that's my
way.
oldest son said. He said, "Mom, now you already know. You better tell that motherfucker. He think he crazy.
We will
Like
show him
he
crazy.
definitely ain't met my sons yet. I mean, he's met them, but not on that level.
Yeah. We will show
Yeah,
him. We will show him how
that's
crazy
why I
he
was telling
is.
people. I know y'all concerned and everything, but my sons is only around the corner. I have family. I have friends.
Oh, I knew. I see.
You know,
I was
I'm
worried, but
good.
not to the point of like like having a mental breakdown or bullshit like that. Because I knew my nephews got this. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh
I
yeah.
know your other family that there, and I know what they is, and I know he better watch his
Girl, I
p's
got
and
so many family
q's.
members. Like when you live in the hood, it's like family is everywhere. I got family 5 blocks away, a mile away, 2 miles away. Three. I mean, I got family everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. I
Friends
know how your
and
family
friends.
is, and so I'm
Yeah,
like, I know she's protected and taken well care of, so I ain't got too much to worry about. But I said, if I need to take my white ass up there, don't think I won't.
girl, trust me, I ain't gonna stop you. Trust me, I ain't gonna stop you. But that's just like back in the day when we used to be out there stomping the streets, and people would call us, man, hey, such and such happened. No phone calls get to calling. Next thing you know, it's cars everywhere. So yeah, ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed.
But I think
But
that's
yeah,
all
but
that's going
then like I
on.
said, as far as like my boys going over there, people's like, you know what, you need to let your boys go over there and knock on the no. I'm not gonna have my boys go over there and knock on nobody's door who got mental issues. No. Because if something happened to them, they come to the door and blow them off their porch. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm gonna let the police handle this shit. Now, of course, if he comes over here, that's a different story. And try to get inside my house, that's a different story. But I have to look out for my sons. I only got 2 kids, 2 sons, and I
Yeah,
cherish and love them
you
to
would rather
life.
them be free on the streets than in that cell,
Exactly,
and you having to look
exactly.
around behind bars over somebody as stupid as that damn neighbor.
Because you don't never know when
He
you
wasn't
when you
worth it.
fucking with a schizophrenic, like they see things, they hear things, they think people are the enemy, they think you're a monster, they think with people who got those
Hmm.
mind problems. You don't never know what they're seeing when they're looking at you.
Yep. And I'd rather protect my nephews, and have them straight. Because here's the thing, like you said, you don't ever know about crazy. You took care of it. You handled it. That's all that
But
mattered.
trust me, Carly, I ain't saying they didn't want to go over there.
Oh, I know they
I'm not
did.
saying that because they
Mama
did.
calmed them down. No, Mama calmed them
They
down.
did. Like my son, and the thing about it is, one of my sons used to work farther away, but now they both work directly across the street from each other. I mean, literally 5 minutes from my house. That's where they work. Like, well,
And
maybe
so they
10,
drive
maybe 10.
by on Mama all the time, even when
Yeah, they
Mama
be
be like,
stopping by here. Like today, they will stop by. I be joking around a lot, but it really don't bother me. But they will stop by while I'm at work.
"Yeah, I
They
know
got
you
all the
told that
keys.
the
They
other
got the
day."
keys. They got the keys to every door. They got the security
How they
alarm.
was setting off the alarm and the
They will come in here
doorbell
and they will
cameras.
chill. They be like, "Hey, Cam, meet me at mom's. Let's play a game before we go to work. Let's do this. Let's do that." And they will come in here. They will go out on the patio or down to the man cave and kick it. And then I'll be looking on the cameras like, "Why the fuck is y'all at my house?" "Oh, we about to go to work, mom. We'll lock up. Anything you want us to do, yeah, take out the trash, do something.
Like you trying to think, what didn't I do this morning
Girl,
so
I
I can
always
tell
taking the shit. I always tell them when I need something done, but don't let them ask.
you? Yeah, because you know if
Don't
they
let them
ask,
ask.
you
I'm like,
doing
well,
the
you know,
mama
some
thing.
leaves that need to come out that gutter. Don't ask.
Because that's one thing we never said when we was little, that you bored. You never
Girl,
told mom and daddy you was bored,
don't
because they gonna
ever.
find you something to do.
You're gonna be cleaning baseboards. You're gonna be doing laundry. You're gonna be picking weeds. Shoot, you're gonna be scrubbing walls. Yeah, always find something to do when you're young. Shoot, or take your ass outside. Don't sit in front of me talking about you bored.
Yeah, you
You
better
better
go
go find
outside
some
and
friends.
make up your own little game. If you have to act like you in the bridge to Terabithia, out in them woods, or what, or the little trees right by your house, like you got two trees. I don't care. You acting like you in an adventure. You better do that. Don't tell mom and daddy you bored. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Not if
Matter of
you
fact,
raised
that
old
that
school.
that baby of the family hit me up now.
Uh,
Cam
that's
Bam.
Tell him Hank T said hi.
Yeah,
It's
he
white
he
AT.
he done sent me a message on Facebook inbox. What y'all doing? But yeah, we supposed to be going to the movies because we ain't been to the movies in like a month. So we go on like movie dates with me, both the boys, and the baby. So it'd be
Y'all
me
gonna
and the
take
boys.
AC to see the new Minions movie?
I don't know. The last movie we took him to see was what movie was that? The cowboy.
Toy
Toy
Story?
Story. Yeah, we took him to see Toy Story. He loves that. Now is the Minions already out?
Let me see what day it come out. I know I've been seeing when I went. We just went to the Backrooms movie a couple weeks ago, and they were
Mm.
showing the the thing for it.
Okay, well maybe when I'm 100% better, maybe next weekend we'll take him to see Minions if it's out.
Let's see, when does it
Cause yeah,
come out?
I don't want to take him this weekend and be around all those people. Well, I'm still trying to get better.
It released on July 1st, so it's out right now.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if it's
So
still in theaters, but it's.
well, hopefully it's still in theaters. If not, we can find something. Because Cam told me the other day he was over. He said, "Man, we just sit in the living room and we just turn on a movie." And I'm like, "But I like going to the movies." Because he was talking about the baby. Because you know
Yeah.
how kids are. Sometimes they can be a little antsy. Like last time we went to see Toy Story, I swear he had to use the bathroom 3 times. And his dad was like, "Oh man." I'm like, "Well, that's your baby. Take him to the bathroom." But he was like, "Yeah, maybe we can just watch movies." I said, "Oh, we can always watch movies at home." No, we're taking him to the movie. Ace is going to have his movie experience every time a good movie come out at the movies.
Yeah, because I'm gonna
So
say, like, that was some of my fun. Like when I was real little, the first movie we ever went to see, it wasn't a children's movie. My parents didn't necessarily do children's movie too much. We
we
rented
didn't
and took
either.
those home. It was called a movie called The People Under the Stairs.
Ooh, I remember that movie. That was definitely not a children's movie per
No, that was
se.
definitely not. But the
That was
crazy
kind of
part,
creepy.
it was creepy. We loved horror movies, like as we were little
Hmm.
kids. So, and like the Leprechaun scared the Jesus out of me when I was little about walking
Oh,
around
I love the
cars.
little leprechaun.
You know where he grabbed her foot from under the car? That freaked
Hmm.
me out for weeks about stepping around a car. I don't know why, but I just could not
Yeah,
step near a car. I was like, he gonna be under there. He gonna get me, child.
I love it. Remember Leprechaun in the Hood? Remember
That one was good. I love that one. That was the
that was
best one.
funny.
When he got
But
hot and shit.
But the first movie we saw, because my parents weren't into that cartoon. My parents was not into kitty shit at all. Like when we was growing up, besides like birthdays and stuff, buying us toys, but they weren't in that kitty stuff. But as far as movies and shit like that, but of course we watched our cartoons on the weekend.
Yeah.
But as far as
And them
movies,
Disney movies and stuff.
yeah, like it would have to come on because we didn't keep cable too much back then. But
Lion King.
let's my rig it.
That was the first time I saw my dad like cry at a movie. Was like, yeah.
Oh, you see J Dunn in the chat.
Yeah, the People Understands was not for children, but I was watching it as a
It was
children.
not for children, Jay Dunn. And we were supposed to end this show a long time ago, Jay, but you know how we be over here. But Charlie, I was gonna tell you the movie that we saw for the first time was Superman.
Oh,
The
see?
original Superman.
Oh, that's awesome. Actually, y'all got to get him to see the original.
Yes. That when I was little, not Ace, but
Oh,
not him,
for
but
you?
us. And
Yeah,
I
I
think it was at
didn't.
a drive. I think it was like a drive-in. I think when we
I
were
miss
younger.
drive-ins too. Drive-ins was the shiznit, man. I miss those.
Yeah. So that was a long time ago, and I'm trying to think. Was it the when did the first Superman come out? Was it the original that we saw? Hold on, let me
See,
look up all the movies. Hold on, Superman. What was the first one?
hold on. Let me see.
Uh,
I'm actually looking on the Wikipedia.
yeah, see when the first one was released.
Let's see. Let me scroll on down here. Let's see. Cover issues and other media. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling.
Okay,
Okay.
because I used to be in love with that Superman. I was like, ooh,
I know it wasn't the first one. The first in early December 1937. I know it wasn't that. Hold on, but the movie is what I'm looking for, right?
mm-hmm.
Not the comic. We want the damn movie, people.
I'm gonna just do this. Okay, the original one was 78. I'm gonna do Superman movie in order.
Okay,
That's what I'm
so
gonna do.
film. It says Paramount Pictures released a series. That's about the series. First live
It
action
had to be
adaptation
Superman too.
was
It
in
had to be.
yeah, because it was 1948 for the original first live action. It was black and white.
Okay, so let me put it this way. Now that I'm thinking about the ages of my brother, I think
The
we
first
might have
big
saw
budget movie.
83. I think the one Superman, because it was Superman 1, 78, Superman 2, 81, Superman 3, 83. I
Three.
think we might have seen the one in 83. Because I know it wasn't 87, because I would have been like, you know, what grade was I in
Well,
87? Yeah.
87. I was born, but that's side the point.
Yeah, it had to be 83 because I remember it was me and my brother. So it couldn't have been earlier because he was a good 5 or 6. So it had to be 83. So maybe we saw Superman 3. Maybe that's
Yeah,
the one we saw.
that's what I was sitting there looking at.
Yeah. But I would love to binge watch all of them. That's something I have never done, Charlie, was binge watch the Supermans. That's something I think I would love to do because I used to
Hey,
love watching
newbie.
Superman. Is Newbie in here?
Yeah, newbie just stepped in here.
Hi, Newbie. Jada said I done been to 2 stores and stopped to get dinner and drove back home. But y'all said, honey, I got my din in the fridge. When I got off of work today, I went to this old southern spot in the hole. Well, not really in the hole because they got a nice little joint. But I got me a catfish dinner with spaghetti and
Oh,
what was the other
TC.
side? Spaghetti and what was the other side? Oh, spaghetti and
Oh,
dressing.
TC received her package today.
Hey now. And you should get your next package by Wednesday, boo. Hey now. Charlie, you didn't get your package?
I'm still waiting on, but you know it takes 3 days when it gets down here because it's got to go through the Tennessee thing and
3
they take
days.
forever. Yeah, it don't matter where you send it from, and if you send it through whatever, it's still gonna take 3 days.
Damn.
Yeah, our mail is like slow as
Even if I
Christmas.
mailed it Tuesday with everybody else's?
Yeah, I haven't. If I get it, trust me, you'll know. I'll be the
Because
first one on
they
here.
said all of them should arrive Friday. But you know how it works down south, so I'm not gonna, maybe you're right. So
Check the tracking number, girls. Probably still in Memphis right now.
hold on. Let me go get it. Hold on. Talk to the peoples.
All right. Yeah. So, but it's so good to see y'all. Yeah, I watched so many different. Like, I really started going to movies more when I was a teenager. But yeah, because most of the ones we did the Blockbuster thing, right? You go rent your little movies on Friday. We were allowed to get one movie as the kids, right? We had to agree on it, which also sucked because that caused fights. My sister is 5 years older than me, so at a certain point, she wanted to watch the older shows, and of course, I was still into. I want to watch the newest Disney movie that came out or whatever. And yeah, so and then mom and daddy got their movie, They got some movies, and we were allowed to watch some of them. I think only one movie ever got blocked in our house, and that was the Doors movie. That one for some, we ended up sneaking and watching. Porky's was supposed to be blocked in our house, but see what had happened was my grandmama let my sister watch it anyway when she wasn't supposed to. And yeah, I thought that was like one family thing that almost blew up in a big ass fight, because we weren't supposed to be watching Porky's. And I don't know if any of y'all seen it, but yeah, it is not made for small children. At all. At all, child. Oh, you gonna show off this week, showing out? TC gonna show off all her merch. Oh, the train tickets are cheaper than you realized. I ain't looked at train. Like, we don't have a train thing down here. We have buses. So you either take, like, we have a small plane here, or you would have to go to like either Memphis or Birmingham to take like the big state, the big plane places. But we do have a small airport in my area that goes from here to Nashville, and from Nashville you can catch anything, right? And so that's how I would always fly out. Is we got a little small plane here that goes from here to Nashville, and then from Nashville you can catch any flight you want, pretty much. Sometimes you got layovers, sometimes you got a straight. Just depends. I've had a layover when I'd go to New York. I've had a layover in Charlotte, North Carolina. I've had I'd go from here to Nashville, have a small layover, then from Nashville to Charlotte, Charlotte to New York. And then sometimes I would get lucky and have a straight flight from Nashville to New York. It just depended. That's the way flying goes sometimes, though. Yeah, Porky's was not meant for children.
Okay, so I can't find it. The only one I can find is the one that I did with TC today. I don't know. I think I might have threw it away.
It don't matter. It'll get here.
I looked in my purse, unless it's in my car.
Probably in the car. It'll be all right.
Maybe in my car. But yeah, the only one I found is the one I did for TC today. And it said it should be there Wednesday.
It'll probably get here tomorrow. We do get certain mail delivered on Saturdays. We don't on Sundays, however.
Well, I wonder if Uppity got hers.
I don't know.
Let me inbox her. Let me send her a message. Hold on. Hey, Uppity. Unless she might be in the clouds.
So you here, boo? Did you get your package?
Okay.
I wonder if we ain't seen Miss Kim B either.
And you're getting 2 packages, by the way. Who is it? You and Ups. Y'all get 2 packages because you had a shirt and you had a tumbler.
Yeah.
And she had a tumbler and she had a coffee mug. So you're gonna get 2 separate packages, but they said they should both be there today. And the same with Ups. Both of her packages should be there today.
Mine will probably come tomorrow. Usually what ends up happening with our mail is when it has to go through Memphis for some reason. That's our distribution center. Like where they distribute all the mail or whatever. And when it hits Memphis, sometimes that's why it takes a little longer. I don't know what's wrong with their distribution center, but that's where it's usually stuck at. You know what I mean? And then it gets to my local. And once it gets to my local, it'll get to me.
You see what TC said? She said she's showing off and showing out at work next week.
Oh, I can't wait to take mine out to the little car and put it in the little cup holder.
And Jada says she's looking for the holidays. I think I'm gonna give out some more merchandise around the holidays. That's what I think I'm gonna do. I love giving out stuff. I used to do that all the time back in the day, like all the time. Newbie said, Jada, yeah, they have fair, decent rates depending on time and destination. Jada said, I remember Porky's. I wonder if they will let Zulu be my carry-on for the train. He's so little. He might be able to.
Zulu is so adorable.
I ain't never rode a train, but my dance instructors, when they do the trains, they get the ones with the beds and everything. And they swear it don't even feel like they on a train. But I don't know. Who been on a train before? Does it really feel like you're on a train?
I've never been on a train. We don't have passenger trains, as far as I know.
Is that you, T? Is that you,
And
TC?
it's me,
The one and
TC.
only.
What it be? What it
What it
be?
do? What up,
Okay.
though?
Hey, Charlie.
Hey,
Hey, the hood table. What's up to the chat? I see Newbie in the building. All right, yo, J-Ton. What's up,
Yes,
yo?
we got newbie in the building.
I see Newbie. All right, that's what's up. Listen, I'm getting ready to go get me a facial, a manicure,
Hold on.
mani
What's this?
pedi.
1 second, y'all. What's this
Mm-hmm.
say? Newbie is You see how he speaks to women online and the way he curses at his mama. Why would you want that drunk fool around you or your dog? Huh? Newbie is Do you want that drunk fool because limit is nobody? Okay, I think that person is a troll. So let's see.
Oh, see, we do got a train, but it's way down yonder at the Gulf Coast of Mississippi near Biloxi and shit, and Pascagoula and the Gulfport. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
damn, I had to look it up.
Okay, I
Well,
hit that user. I think that was a troll. I hit that user. I don't know if y'all saw their comments, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it sounded like
weird.
they were
But
trolling
listen,
Newbie.
I'm getting ready. I'm gonna get my a mani pedi tomorrow morning, and I'm getting my facial and everything. Let me tell you something. This thing with LeBron and Philly it is making everybody head spin. Trust me. So I can't wait, y'all. I just can't wait for the seasons to get started. Everything like September on, it's gonna be amazing.
You
But
said
yeah,
for what? For what now?
LeBron is coming to Philly.
Oh, okay.
He signed with the Philadelphia
The
76ers.
76ers? Okay. That's what's up.
Right.
And this is Baby Bron or
Uh,
LeBron Bron?
LeBron Bron.
LeBron, yeah.
So what is Baby Bron doing?
I don't know.
I mean, hasn't he who is he with now?
Mm-hmm.
Little Bron? Like who's he with?
Hold on, I'll look it up.
Because I
guess
really haven't been following.
right, me either. To be honest with you, until until there was talk around in the scuttlebutt talking about he was coming to Philly.
Hold on, let me see
Let's see.
LeBron James Jr., right? Baby Bron. I
Baby
call him
Bron.
Baby Bron.
It says in early May of 2024, James was medically cleared to be eligible for the NBA draft. On May 28th, 2024, it was reported that James had at least 10 workout invites in the NBA, but only visited a couple. In his professional career, he was with the Lakers.
Yeah, the Lakers. Okay.
In 2024, he's Minnesota Timberwolves. In January, Washington Wizards, Milwaukee Bucks. Let's see.
Damn, he been with that many teams already?
On February 10th, 2026, James had 12 points and 6 assists and losses. I think he's still with the Lakers. Hold on. Against the Houston, James's father is into it. Yeah, we no. Let's see.
Okay, look. Right here it says, how many teams had LeBron James play for that's the
Bronny. They call him Bronny.
Yeah,
Bronny.
Okay, let's see. Bronny James play for. Because that's a lot of teams. Damn.
I think I could be also reading who he was going against.
Well, there have been rumors and proposed trades linking him to the Philadelphia 76ers after his father resigned. As of now, Bronny remains on the Lakers roster. Okay, so he's still a Laker. Okay.
Yeah, it says the USC Trojans, the Los Angeles Lakers, and their G League
Oh, he's
affiliate.
been with the Lakers since his selection, Charlie. So he's only been with the Lakers.
And their G League affiliate, the South Bay Lakers.
Yeah.
So I think that's all Lakers stuff. right?
Yeah, he's been with the Lakers, so that's who him and his dad must have been playing for. Because I remember they was playing on the same team. But like I said, I really haven't been following basketball like I normally do lately. I just kind of fell out the. I think it happened like I want to say maybe when my kids got up because I was really super duper in sports when they were young and coming up in sports, and then kind of when they started moving out the house and shit, I just found other things of interest. So sports
Hmm.
ain't been like high on the radar.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can say that for sure. But Jay said I've taken a train twice, but it's been about 10 years since my last time. It's open and spacious with restaurants and bars. Restaurants? What? I like it because you can just relax and sleep without focus. See, that's what I heard. You can just relax and sleep. And see, I'm really scared of the plane, even though I've been on them like 6 times.
Mm.
6 times too
Yeah,
many.
the train is really where it's at, to be perfectly honest. Like, especially going down south and for homecoming and all that kind of good stuff. I started taking the train, and I was telling, some of my colleagues, and I would be like, you got to go through a whole lot of good stuff just in the airport, take
I
off your
hate it,
shoes.
TC. I hate it.
I
Like,
know, and you gotta take off your shoes, put them back on. Then you gotta go to this place, and then you gotta go to that place.
and don't
Uh,
be about to miss your flight and have some bad knees like me, and you gotta
oh my
run,
gosh!
literally run across the airport. Like, it's so much bullshit with catching a flight, even though
And
it's
and
way quicker, but it's so much bullshit.
now we have these new trains. I forgot what the name of them. Charlie, what's the name of the new trains? Um, the Airy, oh god, the air something something. They're new trains, and they're like, it's like their speed is like, like overseas, like in certain other countries where they have that nice.
Amtrak.
It's not, it's Amtrak, but it's the name of these particular trains.
Amtrak Cascades route in
No, it's like
Southwest.
Ariel or something like that. Ariel or something. Whatever.
You know about the Acelas?
Acela.
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 Right. They listen. We have several of them in Philly, and they just go down to Washington D.C. So when I get on, I ask, and I just go ahead and just get on one of those, and then when I get down to D.C., then I can transfer over. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get a chance to see the countryside
That's what
differently.
I want to do. I want to catch a train.
Yes, you want to see. This is why our country is so beautiful. I mean, there's some places that are just like, dang, it looks like it's a whole ghost town there. But this country is so beautiful, and it's got so much land, and you just wonder.
It
It,
is.
it
Like,
shouldn't
even
be.
where
No
I
one
am,
should be
when I
without a
leave out of town,
house. Nothing.
when I drive out of town and leave here, and I'm like, it's take hours and hours for us to even get to, the next state, depending on which way we go. But it is beautiful. Like, all the prairies, all the land, the grass, the hills, and where we are is mostly flat. So when we get to like the higher elevation, I'll be like, whoa, look at
What's
those
Right.
crazy?
hills. It's so cool. I love riding and just seeing the hills and the different views. But
What's
yeah.
crazy about the SIP is we have all these cargo, right? Cargo and what do you call it? Freight trains, right?
Great change.
But
Right.
not a nail nutter, passenger one. And I'm like, we have the infrastructure already in place. Because in my town, we got it's literally called Crosstown because there is literally a train track in the middle of it. So there's
Oh,
plenty of
wow.
train tracks in Mississippi. Trust and believe that there is infrastructure there for it,
Hmm.
but we just don't. The only places that have passenger trains, there's one that goes from like a part of Louisiana to Jackson to Meridian during Mardi Gras, right? And then there's another one, but it's down like towards Biloxi on the coast. Like, and it's a certain way it gets you from Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida. You know how that little panhandle is right there, but we don't have them any other way. But it's crazy because we have the infrastructure. for trains.
Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. And the thing is that you have the infrastructure for the trains, and you sometimes wonder what's the holdup. Like why?
Yeah, why don't
Well,
we have it like everybody else?
exactly.
And like we just now getting a city bus thing, really, to tell you the truth. Like before that, you would have to take like a taxi, a cab, like if you were in town. Now, they've always had this one
Oh,
little
you must be
thing.
deep south.
Girl, I'm in Mississippi.
No bus, Charlie. So if y'all don't have no car, oh
You
my
screwed,
God.
baby. You ain't getting around town.
Oh
You're
my
going to call a
God.
taxi or beg a
I
friend
be
for a
calling to
ride.
work like, well, how you think I'm gonna get there, ma'am? Ain't no bus. I can't come to work today. Sorry, boo.
And if you live out in the outside areas, even if when because we've already had the talks of the bus in the city part, but it's not going to be outlining areas, right? So if you live out here, you better call a homie, call a friend. But our taxis, in the same sense, aren't that expensive, right? And
That's true.
so, I mean, it's a give and a take, I suppose, not having the bus, but having really cheap taxis, because literally from the airport to my old house, which the airport's kind of like, if we're talking about a county, right? The airport's at the top of the county. My old house was at the bottom of the county. It was a pretty good distance, right? About a 20 or 30-minute drive. It only cost me $15.
Oh, like a 20-30 minute from you to the airport.
It was only
Okay.
like, because our airport, we have a very small airport. We were on the news. Somebody stole an airplane. But anyway, we made it to CNN World News, baby. But
Ooh, stealing airplanes. Okay.
yeah. Well, this dude, he was, he straight up stole one. But it goes from where we live to Nashville. It only flies from here to Nashville and back. So when you get to Nashville, you have to do your, outward flight wherever else you're going. It's a small plane. It's not a big airport, But it's nice, though. They keep it clean. And TSA is very easy to go through when there's only 15 or 20 people. And you know what I'm trying to say? Real simple, but there ain't a whole lot of walking you're going to do neither. But I will say I have been on both those smaller. It's not like those little tiny flights that you see, like the stars are taken for the privates, right? It's a little bit bigger than that, but it's way smaller than the big jets, right? But it's nice, and never had an issue on one of those. Only thing I will say is one time we flew a little below where the big planes fly, and my ears were popping the whole ride. I was like, this is some shit. Because they can fly faster. It literally takes them not long at all to fly from here to there. You good, boo? But yeah, it's Tupelo Regional Airport. I don't mind saying where I'm from. People know. Because I ain't actually in Tupelo, right? But the generalized area, it only flies from here to Nashville, but it's small. We made the CNN news though, because the dude he straight up stole an airplane.
Okay.
And he was flying around and didn't know how to land, though. That was the problem. He kept flying over my old house. I was like, oh, Lord, please don't let him crash.
Oh, my God.
Please, Lord Jesus. He ended up landing it in a field. I think he actually lived through that. And the funny thing is, he had the same name as a dude I went to school with, but totally different people. And when I heard the name, I called my friend because my birthday Twinkie. I was like, wait a minute. I know that ain't your husband. And she like, no, different one, same name, different one.
Okay, I'm back. I done went and put on a pot of tea.
A pot of tea? Did you have to get a spot of tea?
Oh.
She had to get a spot of tea.
Are we having
and then I have to use the
Are we
ladies'
having
room.
crimpets?
The ladies' room.
Are we having crimpets? Well, we must put our pinkies out, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's called Biscoff cookies.
Biscoff cookies and a spot of tea.
Girl, if you don't give me some collard greens and potato salads, some sweet potato pies, though.
Honey, I had that for lunch.
Yams.
I didn't even finish my lunch. I went to the soul food restaurant. I went to the soul food restaurant and I got catfish fillets, and they got a whole bunch of different sides. So I chose the spaghetti and the dressing. And so
Ooh.
I came
Okay.
home. I ate. It's so much food. I came home and ate like a thing of catfish fillet, some of the spaghetti and dressing. Then I put it in the refrigerator, and then I came live. So I got that sitting in the fridge for later this
Okay.
evening. But I feel my throat kind of, getting sore because y'all know I'm
Uh-oh.
still recuperating. They said I had an upper respiratory infection. That's what I
I
had.
knew it. That's why you need that onion.
Yeah. See, she trying to get me to put the onion
The
around my
red onion.
toe, around
That's
my
gonna
big
do it. You
toe.
gonna
You
She
got to
told
put
me
it
to
on
put
the
the
bottom of
onion
your
around my
feet.
big toe. That's what she told me.
Well, see, what I always did, TC, is we take the onion, put it in our sock at the bottom of our feet, and
Yes, that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
But
yeah,
I was
I
like, do I
told her
want
cut
my
it in
bed to
half
smell like
and put a
onions?
sock on. What you
But
doing?
then my bed is gonna smell like onions.
That's why you do it on a Friday. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Well, it's gonna smell like
You
onions on
wanna
Saturday.
listen. Listen, that onion and that garlic are the two things that bacteria can't stand. Now, can you imagine that?
Well, I remember back in the day, way back in the day, they used to put onions and stuff like that in people's shoes and socks, and back in like the Little House on the Prairie days, and of course the old
Yeah,
old slavery days, like the 1600s, 1700s, 1800s.
shoot.
Yeah, but I
You
don't know,
want
TC. I feel like onion foot.
and you don't want you listen.
not onion
You
foot,
need to
child.
extract. You need to extract that crap out your system. It's infected.
Oh God.
You need to pull it. It pulls out you pull it out of your feet.
So I need to get me like a bed pad or something to put under me so the onion won't touch my mattress.
It's not going to touch it anyway if you have a sock on. That's
But
why
it
I'm
might
not.
like seep through.
Nah, it won't.
Oh God, I
No.
got an onion in the fridge too. Lord Jesus.
Yay, we got an onion. Cut it in half. Put it in the sock. Boom, 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 boom.
Will it make
Pop.
me cry? Will it make like stuff come out my pores? Will it like what is it gonna do?
It's going to pull the infection out of your system.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yep, it'll pull
Okay.
it. That's the one thing that I do. If I have sometimes when we have colds now, you know how we used to beat it, and we could like kind of beat it in 3 days, and then like as you get older, sometimes that stuff just drags right on, and the cough lingers, or you feel like when you do have a cough, it's a little stuff is in there in your throat, in your lungs.
Yeah, because
So,
the stuff is coming out slowly but
hmm
surely. From the medicine they gave me. They gave me a couple of prescriptions. One for the infection and one for the cough. But they like work together because
hmm
one kind of makes me sleepy and the other one kind of counteracts. So I'm not
okay,
as sleepy. But yeah, they gave me like two different medications and they told me to keep taking the Tylenol though, you know, if I had pain, because they thought I might have had pneumonia. So I was like, it hurts when I cough so bad in my stomach. But they said, no, that's because you're coughing so
hmm
hard, your stomach from retracting. That's
yeah.
because they took x-rays and everything. They said, no, you don't have pneumonia. So
Oh, good. Excellent. Okay.
yeah, so they ruled that out. I had to have them rule that out. I said, nope, I want some x-rays for real. And they was like, nope, you don't have it. So that was
Okay.
good.
But yeah, the last thing that I do is at the very last thing that I do, once I put that onion the next morning, oh my goodness gracious.
And your bed don't
Woo!
be smelling all oniony like people who
Absolutely
really got
not.
onion feet.
Absolutely not.
'Cause some people do got onion feet. Ooh.
Yeah, well that's their problem.
Mm. And these hot toddies been working too. I ain't gonna hold you. Should I be walking around here feeling all nice and fuzzy?
Okay.
Ah, y'all ain't never had man. If y'all ain't never had a hot toddy,
No, they
woo.
work
Mm-mm.
wonders.
Yep. And I told people last night how I like to make mine with my little tea, of course. And I put a couple of shots of some yak, some cheap ass dark liquor in there.
We make ours a
And I
little
put some
different.
honey. And I
Have I
put
ever
some
told you how we
lemon.
make ours?
And after I put the tea, honey, and lemon, then the hulls.
Yeah.
I put 2 holes in there for the mentholatum, and then
Okay,
it
good.
still be a little tangy to me because I don't like tea. And so I put like a little bit of sugar in there. Even though I got the honey in there, I still put a little bit of sugar in there because I just can't stand tea. And
We
so
don't make ours
that's
with
what I
tea at
do.
all. Let me tell you how my dad's always made his. Okay,
Hmm.
so you take whatever dark liquor that you want. My dad usually uses Jack Daniels, but you can use any dark liquor that you
Yeah,
want.
any dark, the cheaper the
Okay,
better.
and so he would get about a coffee cup, and put it in a little like saucepan, right? You want to heat it. You don't want it to boil. You want it to bubble, just a little bubble. You don't want it to steam off. You don't want it to cook off, right? So you just want to get it warm. You want to get it slowly, right? So you slow heat it. Then he'd take and you crush up some peppermint. You put in there.
Yep, you can do peppermint too. Yep.
And once the peppermint starts dissolving, you turn off the heat and you put in 2 shots of lemon juice and put in some honey, about 2 or 3 teaspoons, and you put that in a cup. You breathe in the vapors because that honey, as it's cooling, right? Because you ain't gonna be able to drink it right away. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be too hot. It's gonna burn your tongue. So you breathe in that
Mm-hmm.
liquid, and that peppermint is opening up your lungs, right?
Wow.
And then you drink it slowly, sip it, and then you go get in the bed, cover up with all your blankets. You're gonna sweat and you're gonna be hot,
Mm-hmm.
but you're gonna need to wash your sheets the next morning because your bed gonna be full of sweat. But you're gonna sweat all them toxins out your body, and by the morning you're gonna feel way better than you thought you ever did. And you're gonna be like, "What in the world?"
Well, I don't be sweating, but I do hear that some people do sweat. And hey, Taylor made, but basically
We
he
don't
makes
use no tea.
yeah, basically I don't use just liquor. That's not a hot toddy. That's straight liqueur. No, but some people make the things different, but most people make it with tea. They use tea and they add a little liquor to it. But yeah, because I don't warm up my tea. I warm up my tea like you normally do. Then I put a couple of shots of liquor in the tea, and then I add the rest of the stuff. And then, like I was saying yesterday, you can either add peppermints or like me, I like to add the halls because it helps with the mentholatum and clearing out your passages. But some people do use peppermints. But yeah, most people use actual tea to make a hot toddy.
Down
That
south,
that
that's not the way
child,
it is. Yeah.
he does. No wonder he was sweating this shit. That's straight liquor. You
Well,
talking about
down south,
a
if
whole
you
coffee
look
cup
up
of liquor?
if you look
That's
up
a
a
lot of
hot
liquor.
toddy down south, it is also known as hot whiskey in Ireland.
Ah,
That is the way, and it used to be called a Southern cough syrup. That is it. There is no tea in it. It is quite literally, you put. It's typically a mixed drink made of liquor and water with honey, lemon, and spices.
yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, down here we just heat up the liquor,
But
add the
that's just one
peppermints.
way. There's
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 different ways.
variations.
Yeah, there's
Like yeah,
variations.
some people even use water.
Yeah, some
Some
people
people
use water.
use liquor and some people use tea.
Yeah.
So it's different variations, that you can use it. But no, I'm not drinking no whole coffee cup of liquor. No, I'm not gonna do that. My ass be you talking about sweating? Shit, I probably won't wake up for 2 days. Like a whole coffee cup of liquor. That's girl, child. When
It's
I
about a
tell
half
you,
a coffee cup, not a full.
when I
Oh
normally
no.
make my liquor, I pour a little bit in there and I add me a little Coke. I can't even drink liquor straight. That'd be too
That's
fucked up on
why
my
you're
ass.
not sweating it out as fast and it's taking longer to work. If you do
No.
about a half a coffee cup of the liquor with the peppermints, you want to put in the peppermints till they dissolve, right? And you want to put quite
Mm.
a bit, not just a little bit. I'm talking about a lot, like a handful of them crushed up, like a bunch of them, right? You want that peppermint to come through because that's what's going to open you up. And you know what I'm trying to say? As that steams, as you're breathing it in, once that is dissolved, you turn off the heat because you don't want the heat to necessarily kill
Mm-hmm.
the honey and the vitamin C. But you're gonna put
Right.
that lemon in there, like 2 or 3 good shots of lemon and honey,
Gotta have your lemon.
and it's not gonna be the best tasting thing you ever drank in your life. It's gonna be rough, but
Girl.
baby, I promise you,
Mm-mm.
by the next morning, you're gonna feel like a brand new
I've
person.
had
Absolutely. I know that's right.
I'm sure it works. I'm sure it works, child. I'm sure it works, but I'm not drinking no liquor like that straight. Mm-mm. It's working. It's working okay over here. I sound a whole lot better than I did a few days ago, and I've been
Yeah, you
taking my
do.
medicine, my antibiotics, because I ain't just got no regular cold. Like the liquor, depending on what your illness is, you still need your medicine and all that shit too. So I'm using a combination. You know how we was talking the other night? We're talking about faith and also talking about therapy in church. Sometimes it
Mm.
takes a combination to bring those
Yes.
spirits out. Yes,
Woo! Gotta go.
I felt
That's
that.
right.
I felt that in my soul.
Mm.
Bring those spirits out. To get all the mucus and the phlegm and all that shit out.
Hmm.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you something my mama used to do, and it does work. Take a boiling, like a big boiler, and put water in it, and get it hot as you can. Start steaming and stuff, and just a little bit of the Vicks vapor rub in it, and then she'd have me like lay over her lap and put a towel over my head over that damn steam. It opened me right up. Or a little bit of peppermint oil, like peppermint oil, just a little drop. You don't need a whole lot in that hot water, but that steam with the peppermint opens your lungs up.
There you go.
Now they
That's
got
key.
these. Now they got these things. If your shower get hot enough, it's called a Vicks vapor puck. You can put it in your shower. Yeah, but the old school remedy of just a little bit of peppermint oil, or something that has that menthol in it in the water
Charlie, I got that
works.
thing of Vicks on my nightstand right now.
Yeah, that
I be
little.
stuffing that stuff all up my nose, looking like I got big old bubbles of snot, just walking around the house. I be
It
having
worked
Oh
though.
Lord.
all that
Oh
Vicks all in.
God.
Then I
Man,
put it
my
all
mama
on my
used to be
chest.
bad about rubbing it across your nose.
I
You
put it
like,
across my
ooh,
chest when I go to bed.
on your forehead.
Yep, yep.
Why'd they put it on our forehead?
I be all great. Oh, it's so funny. The other day, my baby came over, and I had it all on my chest, and he came in my
Vicks for
room. He was like, "Yeah,
everything.
yeah, what you doing?" And his dad was like, "She don't feel good." And so I leaned over, and I was like, "Hey." I had no energy, and he just reached out and touched my chest and just started rubbing his head around my chest. He's like, "What's that?" I just remembered that because I had Vicks all over my chest. I was like, "If you don't leave me alone, get out of my room."
Oh Lord. Oh my
He
gosh.
was like, "Okay, yeah, yeah." But it was so funny. I was like, "No, I'm just playing."
Yeah, I
But
don't
yeah,
know
he
if
thought
y'all's
it was
mamas
just
did it, but
greased all over me. Shit.
if you had a headache, Vicks. If you had a congestion, if your nose was stuffy, it was Vicks vapor rub. And then if you had a belly ache, it was castor oil.
Yes,
Oh my
Hmm.
God,
that
I
shit's
can't.
so
Mm-mm.
nasty.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Come get some of this
Oh,
castor. No,
but
thank you,
hold up.
ma'am.
Did y'all parents even? Because I still do this to today. But did y'all parents ever take like some hydro? What do you call that shit? Peroxide,
Peroxide.
and put a
Yeah,
little
hydrogen
drops in your
peroxide.
ear. If you
Mm-hmm.
had a sore throat or earache, they put
Mm-hmm.
a few drops in your
Oh
ear.
yeah. Oh yeah. My mama did that with the little. She put the little cotton thing on the
Yep.
outside. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And just squeeze it and drop it in. They hold your head over till it go all the way down. And I'm like, you really have a severe earache when that shit don't get through.
Oh, and I'm gonna say
Mhm.
this. I actually found out that is the correct way to clean your ears when I went to my son to the ENT. They also say equal parts water and vinegar
Hmm.
for your eardrops, for your ears to clean them out.
Yeah,
But
because I
see,
love a
yeah,
good old Q-tip up in there. I love
they
boy.
tell you to stay away from the Q-tips in the
I
ear. They
know, but
do,
that shit feels so good.
but they'll say to do equal parts water and vinegar, and then they will say that you can do peroxide in your ear. That it does not hurt you.
Oh, but one
No.
time I did get one stuck in my ear.
Ooh, your ass had to go to
Let me tell
ENT.
y'all, this was recently. This was like last year, y'all.
Wait, what was
I
stuck
had
in your
bought some
ear?
cheap ass. I bought some fucking around, bought some cheap ass Q-tips, right? And I bought some cheap ass Q-tips, and I was just cleaning out my ear. I wasn't even all. I promise you, I wasn't even all up in there. But the cheap ass motherfucker just broke off.
Mm.
And so I'm running around the house. This is when Cam, I remember exactly because Cam was still living here. And I'm running around, like, Cam, oh my God. I'm freaking out because I don't know how far the motherfucking there. I didn't even go look. I just ran in. Oh my God, get a Q-tip. I mean, get a tweezers. And he's like, what? What's wrong? What's wrong? I said, I gotta leave my hair. I'm just freaking out, right? And he just went and told me to lean over. He grabbed the thing and just pulled it right out. He's like, Mom, it was just sitting right there. Like, what? I was
Wow.
scared to touch it because I was scared it would go down further or anything. So I didn't want to touch it or nothing. I just ran to his room with the tweezers. Get it out! Get it out! He was like, "Oh my god, mom, you was so dragging it." But I was
Mm-hmm.
scared. I was scared. I thought that mug was like in there. But yeah, so but I still do it. I would take a Q-tip to this day and be all, that feels
I
so
do it
good.
too, and I know I shouldn't, but it feels so good. It made me want to kick my back foot like a dog. I'm telling
Until that
myself,
one time when you hit it real, have y'all ever went too far and it felt like somebody just took a hammer and hit you in the head? Everything ringing and it hurts and like,
I
I have.
yeah, I have, yeah.
I'm going too far.
Thought I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna be able to hear ever again.
you're like, I done messed myself up a life, child. I done poked my whole eardrum out.
But yeah, inbox uppity, but she hasn't responded. Maybe she's not online right now. But I told her to check to see if she got her package. But hopefully, Charlie, you'll get. I know you said down there in the SIP, it could take a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
But I literally gave them all to the lady. Y'all saw the picture. I had them all on the counter, and she said they all will be there by Friday. I was like, okay, cool. So yeah,
Our mail moves slower is all. It's okay though. It usually makes it. It's just they take their sweet old merry time, you know.
yeah. Well, then with my son, I had went to work today and I had forgot TC book at home. So I called him. I said, "Okay, I need you to go in my office." And he was like, "What do you need me to do?" And like, cause I got shit everywhere. So I like, okay, put your little face camera on so I can guide you. And I said, okay, there's the book right there. Go over here, get the label. Go over here and get the packaging. And he was all over there like, okay, I got it. What I do now? I said, just bring it out to me when I pull up. He was like, oh, okay. He thought he was about to run some errands. I'm like, no, you ain't running shit. Shut up. I see you back home. Oh my god, I can't wait till he get back.
But I just came up hood table to say thank you once again. I had an enjoyable couple of lives and with everybody on here in
Me
Charlie.
too. It's
You know
always
that
fun to have
we
you
had so
ladies up
much
here
fun.
with me. Yeah. Yeah.
Just having
And TC, didn't you say you was gonna start a new channel? So you
I
can
have.
kick it with us
I've been
too?
on my channels.
What channel? When you be on your channel? Charlie, does she be on her channels?
I ain't
Charlie
seen
don't know.
Well, I mean, you gotta create a channel so you can be over here with us kicking it. Not your channels that you don't want nobody to know nothing about. Not them channels.
She got that hidden one she won't let me see, and that just breaks
Not
my
them
heart.
channels, because I got hidden channels too that don't nobody know about. So I ain't talking about them channels.
I want to know though.
You gotta create a channel
time.
that you can use over here in a second, so we can
I
hit
won't
your
tell
channel.
nobody. I ain't gonna snitch.
So we can be chopping it up on your channel too.
It's my folks are serious, and I just want to get in with an understanding with them, and put some things together and just make sure that I have an infrastructure that is gonna be comparable
I would act
to.
like a good child. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
that's
tell
why you gotta
nobody.
have like a regular channel.
Really?
I'll be a good child.
I got channels for the hood table. I got channels for my cakes. I got channels for my party favorite things that I make for parties, for t-shirts. Then I have the channels that I don't want nobody else to know about. I got a lot of, like, when people be needing to get their 1K, Charlie, do I not be hitting like 20, 30?
She ain't lying.
Bam, 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 bam. How many more you need?
I know
bam,
that's
bam,
right.
Bam. Yes, I got a lot of channels. But
just that I'll let you will truly be informed. I already know how to,
She can sneak it to me if you let her.
No, don't. Yeah, don't. If you don't want, I understand, because I have channels that I don't affiliate over here. I don't click over here when I'm in those channels.
Right.
I make sure I click out and go back into another email. So I get it. I just thought you might have had a free channel to be on, so you can be around here, so we can just be on your channel kicking it. Like, I'm waiting on Charlie to go live too, but Charlie, she be going live in the daytime all the time, so she don't be doing like evening lives and stuff like that anymore.
I may
Charlie used
end
to
up
do the
doing
just
that.
shoot the shit lives, but now she be more on it's a topic, trending news, or something like that. She don't do the kick it lives anymore.
I liked
I backed
when
off the
Charlie.
drama.
I liked it when Charlie was doing that thing on the public adjusters. I think you were doing like the state, your state public adjusters.
Yeah, I think I was that was when I was preaching, around election time about people going out to local elections and me more worried about them because people forget
Hmm.
that's the more important one.
People always forget about the local.
Right.
Always.
There you go.
Like, you got to go in 2 years, right? Like, what? 2 years? I thought it's four. No, what? You got to do your city. You got to do your local. You got to do your mayor, your governor, your school districts. You got to do all that stuff like every few years. But yeah. So anyway, I guess we can get off of here. I always say I'm going to be on here for an hour, and we always end up longer.
We always do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Always.
But hey,
All
Taylor
right,
May.
y'all. I'll check. I'm gonna check back around. I can't wait until I take a picture with my Tumblr.
Yes.
Okay.
Make sure you
And
post
listen, guess what I'm
it.
gonna do? The hood table, I'm gonna take it down to homecoming, and I'm gonna have my little my little cocktails and stuff like that.
Your little
And then I'm gonna be
agua.
drinking. People gonna be like, "Who is that? Who is that? TC, what's up?"
But
And I'm gonna be like,
TC, when I tell you, this is no lie. Like Riz be trying to tell y'all, them shits be hot or cold. I because I've been like laid up in the bed the past few days, and I had put some ice in mine and some water. And like that cup has been on my nightstand for like 3 days, and I just been sipping from it. And of course, I drink water at work and all that stuff, but that same cup has been sitting on my nightstand for three
"What?
days. And when I tell you that shit is still cold with no ice in it, like it stays cold or hot.
That's the way my Yeti
Like
is.
it
Once
stays
I get
hot
it
for a
cold,
long time.
it stay
Mhm.
cold for a long
Yep.
time.
What?
And if you put coffee in there, it's gonna stay hot for a long time.
Okay,
But I was
that'll
quite
work."
surprised because I was still sipping from that shit days later. I'm like, it's still cold.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that was
Dang,
my first
okay.
time ever using one because I didn't start using it until I did the giveaway. But Riggs was already using his shit because I sent him his shit a long time ago. But he's like, yeah, it really keeps your shit cold. Like, for real. I was like, okay.
I bet he looked
Okay.
at you like, the hood table, why ain't you using them? You made them. You're like,
No, but I
yeah.
mean, hey, of course I have to buy the tumbler, but then I design them myself. So,
Excellent.
yeah.
Excellent. Exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, you got to buy the naked tumblers, the naked coffee mugs, whatever you buy, you got to buy it naked. And then you just,
But
put
I'm
your
gonna go ahead
design on
and
there.
drop down and thank you to Hood Table for
All right,
having me.
honey. Love you,
Love
sugar.
y'all.
All
Yeah, love
right now.
you.
Peace
Thank
out,
you.
everybody.
Thank
Thank you, Charlie.
And make
Thank
sure you
you,
hit me
the
up when you
hood
get your
table.
stuff. Oh, she already dropped down. But yeah, if you're still listening, Charlie, make sure you hit me up when you get your shit. And uppity too.
Everybody, tell the hood table when you got your stuff.
Yes,
All right.
yes. All right,
I'm
boo.
I'm out now. Peace.
All
See
right.
you,
Okay.
chat.
Oh, and
Talk
I
to y'all.
still haven't told Riggs. Did you tell Riggs the other day when you was over there about you sending us something? Because I forgot to tell him.
No, I did not.
Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't.
All right. I'll
But
tell him because I forgot
yeah,
all
you gotta
about it.
tell them for me, okay?
Okay. Cool beans.
Okay, done
All
deal.
right,
Thank
hon.
you.
All right. Love you,
All
boo.
right. Peace. Love you.
Peace. All right, you guys. We gonna get out of here. I'm gonna drop TC. Oh, she dropped herself. Okay. So we gonna get out of here. It's been fun. It's been real. Yeah, send me a picture, Charlie. Again, I'm gonna try to probably have another giveaway, give away some more merch. Probably around, Christmas, around that time, how y'all put a little something under the tree, you know. But yeah, and thank you for dropping the cash app, $ the hood table 402 if you want to cash app the host. Thank you for everybody who hit the panel, TC, J Dunn, my girl Charlie. Thank you guys so much for hitting the panel and joining me and contributing to the commentary. You guys in the chat, thank you guys for joining us, each and every one of you. My coffee is boiling over. Not coffee, I meant tea. So I'm about to go in there and get my tea and make me a hot Thai tea because I can feel like I need to probably put some more medicine, take some more medicine too. But anyway, it might have something to do for the talking too, because I've been on here almost 3 hours. But anyway, so I'm gonna take some more medicine. I'm gonna take my hot toddy, and then I'm gonna get my butt around here and see what's going on in these streets, see what's going on with my peeps, and see if I can catch some tea. Come on here live tomorrow. Somebody did say I need to watch Raising Canaan, so I'm gonna watch Raising Canaan today and maybe review that tomorrow. I usually wait till Sunday to give people time to watch the show, but I might do it tomorrow. If there's nothing to talk about in the B sector area, I might just do that review tomorrow. But other than that, hit the like and share button if you will, please and thank you. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it home. I'm out. Bye.